sorry.
That's what she said.
They can't even make the minimum payments. They've piled up and you need help. Maybe you've lost your job, you're behind on the payments, and now the debt collectors are calling every day. Want some help? Jerry Givens can help. Jerry's been helping East Tennesseans for years get back on track, get their debt under control, or even eliminated. Jerry Givens knows what laws are out there to help protect you. These problems don't go away because you ignore the calls or letters. Trust me, they actually get worse, much worse. Jerry Givens has helped thousands of people by stopping those calls and letters. Get their peace of mind. Stop living in fear. It's no fun. Call today to set up your free consultation. 865-801-9250. That's 865-801-9250. Stop the calls by making a call. 865-801-9250.
WKGN 1340. Go Vols!
You're tuned in to East Tennessee's premier sports radio call-in show. This is The Drive.
And hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another stellar edition of The Drive here on Fan Run Radio. Russell Smith punching the time clock at 3:01 on a chilly Tuesday here in East Tennessee. 34 degrees outside the White Claw Hard Seltzer studios of Fan Run Radio, preparing for another brisk evening with lows tonight expected right around 20 degrees in East Tennessee. Everybody warm?
Yeah, I saw where it's going to, the highs are going to be like 32, 34 for most of the week. Then all of a sudden, Saturday, it's going to snap real hard cold again. A high at 20.
Not digging it.
No.
This is that Bob Baskerville north of the Mason-Dixon line weather.
Yeah, I'm all too familiar with it. I don't miss it. I can tell you that.
Well, shout out to everybody in the mid-state, West. Well, I guess pretty much everywhere except for here in the valley. Yeah, it's going through it right now, man. I can't imagine being stuck without power for a couple of days. It seemed like such not a big deal to me when I was 12 years old during the blizzard of 93. But now looking back on it, I was like, man, my parents must have been going insane.
Oh, yeah, there weren't all the distractions there are now. Although if you don't have power, they quickly run out of juice. We just got sent outside into the snow.
Yeah, I mean, there was no scent about it. Like that, we were ready. Like
I think that feeling's still there. I mean, you talked about your son and his buddies.
Oh yeah, he's gone today. They're out and about doing their thing. I was actually doing some online shopping for a generator today. Like these tales from Nashville got me shook, man. I don't want that to be me.
We'll get you one.
Better to be prepared.
Yeah, I mean, there's I think my folks have one, little gas powered generator, just because, like, you know, keep the fridge going. That's all I'm looking for. I'm not looking for one of these. I mean, you can get the Generac like whole house thing. I mean, those you spend $5-10 on one of those bad boys.
Yeah, but your power's never going out.
No.
We've got these battery packs, so to speak. I mean, they're like charging packs.
Yeah.
They're about this big, and they can, keep things charged. Not your refrigerator, probably, but
phones and devices.
You can charge a car with it, though. Too.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I mean, it's.
Nick Houston had one of those things. He jumped me off one time with it.
Yeah, we've got a couple. My wife had all those. Like, she had them all juiced up and ready to go over the weekend. Didn't need them, but they were there in case we wanted them.
Yeah, we were lucky, man. Very lucky.
Yeah, man. I say shout out to those without power, but they ain't listening right now. They're conserving what juice they do have for more important things. If you are using stored electricity to listen to the drive this afternoon, God bless you.
Kudos.
We'll do our best to keep you entertained.
I mean, when you turn on the TV, you turn on CNN or one of the news channels, and they're in Nashville. You never want them like during a weather emergency, like in your town.
Now, if you see that Jim Cantori guy,
Run.
yeah, not good. Not good. You're
look out
in a
your
bad
window.
spot. Tennessee basketball in a better spot after a win against Alabama. And a pretty interesting graphic came out today. I guess this is from On3. Tennessee, one of the 10 most watched teams in the country so far this season, using statistics from the Nielsen ratings. Tennessee coming in at number 9 on that list. We are the 9th most watched team in the country. Are you surprised that Tennessee basketball is as watched and popularly viewed as we are?
No. I mean, we're a national brand with under Barnes.
We're one of the top 10?
Yes. We've been talking about it for years on multiple shows at the station. We're a perennial top 10 basketball powerhouse, I feel like. We just hadn't gotten a Final Four yet.
Our fans are they roll hard, man. We know that. So I'm not too surprised.
Michigan State, number 1 on that list.
Makes sense.
See, that's surprising to me. Like, I would think it would be Duke would be number 1 just because they're Duke and they have this great player and a great team. I would think I would have probably Kentucky up there as well, just because, you know, they're a lightning rod team. You know,
Like the Dallas Cowboys.
They've got so many fans, and then everybody else just wants to see them lose, and they're in a bunch of these, you know, big nationally
Metropolitan.
televised games. But yeah, Duke is number 2. Arkansas, number 3 on this list.
They love their basketball down in Arkansas.
They do, and it's the Calipari effect. Like, they've been in a lot of those neutral site big games
games,
against sectional teams and stuff like that. Carolina 4th, Kentucky 5th, Kansas 6, 7 UCLA, 8 Indiana, 9 Tennessee, and 10 Wisconsin.
I'm amazed at Indiana still. Those people, how they've held out, Bob.
They still believe they're a basketball school, man. I mean,
How long's it been?
well, since they were in the national championship game, it's 25 years.
But this isn't a record, and correct me, Bob, you're the TV guy, correct me. This isn't a record of, like, fan base interest. Of course, Indiana fans going to watch their team, Tennessee fans going to watch their team. This is what's attracting the most eyeballs nationally. And, you know, yeah, your home fans are going to watch, but it's a big part of it is, are you able to draw in eyes from New York City, from Los Angeles, Chicago, just folks who don't have a dog in the hunt sitting around wanting to watch some hoops?
Well, but I think also it speaks to what we heard during the college football playoff championship, and this is about Indiana, is they have the largest alumni base in the country right now. And they, like I said a minute ago, they view themselves as a basketball school, so they still carry the torch. If they're playing a game, it doesn't matter where you're living, they're finding a way to check it out.
You're never surprised when you hear, to your point, Russ, if they're having like one of these neutral site tournaments or weekends or games or whatever. Pretty much all these names, including our own, I mean, you're used to seeing those names in these big-time matchups.
Yeah.
I'm getting used to it. I'm getting used to it. There's still a part of me that grew up during the lean years that's a little bit surprised to see Tennessee in this kind of company. But, yeah, I mean, Rick Barnes has been doing it for 10 years here now. We had the 6-year Pearl run, and Tennessee has certainly not a basketball school, but has attained a certain standing in the college basketball national pecking order, which is pretty cool to see. Bob Baskerville is going to have a basketball quiz for us coming up here in just a little bit. Put your thinking hats on.
It's just something I found that was pretty interesting, and Tennessee's part of it. But
Cool.
I don't know. It's a thinker from the standpoint of where we are with, you know, the love-hate relationship we have with this program sometimes. You know, it's, again, like I said, our fans, they roll hard, man. They do. But this one was kind of interesting, for sure.
If you're more appreciative of, like, I've lost some of that as I've gotten older.
That love and feeling.
Well, no. I mean, I've lost a lot of the hate. I just don't get that bent out of shape about it because I'm so appreciative. As like Russ just said about the lean years, I lived through them as well. I don't ever want to go back there, and I'm very appreciative of what we've got.
I've got a little quiz for you guys. Tennessee takes on Georgia and little Mikey White, who's not so little anymore.
That's what you were saying.
Little Mikey White needs to visit the salad bar. But Tennessee takes on Georgia in Stegman Coliseum in Athens tomorrow night, and it will be the 14th matchup for the Volunteers against a Mike White coached team. 5th most against any active head coach. Tennessee has played Mike White the 5th most times of any active head coach. You want to guess who the other ones are?
One of them's got to be Calipari.
Calipari's first. They played him 40 times.
And you said Mike White's 5th?
Yes.
These are all
with
active.
13. Mm-hmm.
Is it Bruce?
No, one of them is a pretty big name. One of
Izzo?
no, two of them are names we know, but not huge names.
Are they?
They've all been in the SEC.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Is it okay? So is it current? It's not current SEC
Oh.
coaches.
Doesn't have to be current SEC coaches. Just
Musselman?
active coaches. No. Bob loves this. He's furrowed his brow. He is thinking hard. Calipari is first with 40. The second coach we've played 22 times. He is active. He is not in the SEC currently.
Rick Pitino.
Rick Pitino is second. Tennessee has faced him 22 times.
That's a good one. I didn't think of
That's
him.
good.
You kept emphasizing active.
The last two coaches. Now this is going to get harder. It will become self-apparent if and when you figure them out. Neither coach is currently coaching in the SEC. They are both former SEC coaches that are still active.
Former SEC coaches that are still active. Oh, Will Wade?
Nope.
Wow.
Older coaches.
Oh, what's his name? The weirdo from A&M.
Buzz?
Buzz.
Not Buzz Williams.
No.
Tubby's not active anymore.
I've got him. I've got him stumped.
Yeah, I can't.
He's just going to get under Bob's skin when you tell him.
Yeah, I'm trying to give a clue that just won't immediately give it away.
What conference are they coaching?
Think,
now?
all right, so we'll go for the third one first. Think hardcore disciplinarian, anger management issues.
Frank?
Frank Martin is third with 18.
Anger management issues what got it.
Yep. South Carolina.
He's at UMass now.
I think he's somewhere up north. Was it UMass or Boston College or something like that?
I think it's UMass.
Balder than me now.
All right, so the fourth one, also bald. I mean, what? I got to spell it out for you? No, he's bald.
Oh, Kevin, former Vanderbilt coach.
Oh, Kevin Stallings?
Yeah.
No, I don't think he's active anymore.
Oh, you said bald.
Shaka Smart.
We haven't played Shaka much, have we?
He was.
He was at Texas.
I
for
think
a little while.
he was. That was when they were mainly in the Big 12 still.
Yeah, that's true.
Did a little bit of TV work for a minute before he got back into coaching.
Bald-headed, did a little bit of TV.
Andy Kennedy.
Andy Kennedy is for. We played him 16 times. Have played little Mikey White 13 times. 14 will be tomorrow. That was a good one, huh?
That was.
That was a good one. Open up the phone lines here. 865-966-3435, your phone number. to get on board. 966-3435. You could call or text to the show here this afternoon. Football news, 5 years ago today, we had a press conference over at the University of Tennessee. A new football coach was introduced. His name is Joshua Kenneth Heupel. 5 years ago today. Not everybody was happy. Not everybody was thrilled with the hire, including yours truly. I'm not going to say I was angry there. I was not blown away.
We weren't despondent the way 3 and out were.
3 and out. It was 9/11 wrapped up in the Pearl Harbor Day with just a dose of JFK's assassination.
Yeah, they were pretty. I think D.R. Voll's gone back and listened to the tape, Walker, from that day.
Good Lord, that's bad.
Shout out
Bad
to
day.
Josh Ward. He compiled these numbers. The 5 seasons before Heupel's arrival, Tennessee had gone 29-31. They were lean years. It was not a good time.
Dark.
Not even 500. 5 years later, 5 years under Heupel, 45-20.
Stick that in your pipe and smoke it.
Well, just, before we get out the whole Heupel's on the hot seat, he's got to do X, Y, and Z this year in order not to get fired. And hey, things can change quickly. I'm not saying that under no circumstances should he be fired. Let's see what happens over the next couple of 10 months or so.
He wins twice as many as he loses. That's all I'm going to say.
Keep that in mind when if you stumble out of the gates. Say Texas and Arch come in here and cook you. Auburn get you. Comrade Goalish, you're 0-2 in the league to start. Maybe even lose that Georgia Tech game. I don't know. All of a sudden we're feeling some kind of way. Hey, Danny White paying these prices and paying a lot more. G10's gone, and now we're losing in the SEC again. Why don't you get out of here and take your UCF boy Heupel and his no-shaven rear end out of here with you? That's what we're all going to be saying. You know it. I know it. But maybe you will be leading the charge.
I won't.
You're the least self-aware person I've ever met. Yes,
I've
you
changed.
will. You have not changed. You're the exact same guy.
I'm not.
You are going to be apoplectic, ready to fire his ass.
Who are we going to get, though? I don't want to go
Who we
back.
going to get?
I don't want to go back
Who we going to get?
to when we used to dread the clock chiming 3 o'clock every afternoon for the vitriol that would pour in.
Walker, please mark this section of tape for playback October 18th later this year after the Alabama game, just in case Kalen DeBoer comes in here and gets over on Josh Heupel, because I want to play this for Bear after he cuts a promo on Dr. Danny, Josh Heupel, whoever our quarterback is that game, Jim Knowles, his doppelganger, and the new strength coach, Derek Owings.
I'll make a note of that. I'll make sure we have that that footage
Thank you.
on file.
By the way, Bear, how are you feeling about George McIntyre at this point?
Yeah, we'll see once spring rolls around. I don't have very high hopes, no.
My sources told me that he was spotted drinking a protein shake outside the Neely
Protein shakes
Thompson
ain't going to do
complex.
it. The pictures I've seen. East German horse steroids is what I would recommend. Just a steady diet of steroids and HGH.
I think we've come a long way in the art of performance-enhancing drugs since the 1972 Munich Olympics. It's been 50 years. I think we could do better than whatever horse drugs. You want to give him the drugs we were giving
anabolic
horses,
steroids, and
whatever
and
secretariat
HGH.
was on. That's what you want to give our guy. I think we've got better stuff. The boys at Balco were cooking up some good ones back in the late 90s. Just saying, and we've come further since that.
That's never gone away, right?
No, of course not.
How many guys in the NFL, like when you're watching, do you think a lot of those guys are jacked on something?
I mean, if you're not, like, what are you doing? Do you even take your sport seriously? What percentage of NFL players do you think are on some sort of performance-enhancing drug that, whether it's
Legal or
harmful,
not?
whether it's legal, like, who cares? some sort of substance that is supposedly banned. They're not supposed to be on.
Oh, supposedly banned?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure 75% of them are
Yeah.
some slightly banned pain-killing medication.
Slightly banned painkiller.
Yeah, I'm not
talking about
like,
painkiller.
Well, that and
They
That's
keep that in
performance
tight-
enhancing, isn't it?
No, not like
It would enhance your
And-
performance to not be
I
as
mean,
much.
change-
we're talking more about like muscle building, testosterone stuff.
Oh, that type of stuff.
hormones and
I-
steroids.
I don't know. They still. I feel like it's
Yeah, Walker, we're not talking about a
lower-
bunch of dudes out there on narcotics all doped out of their mind.
To support Walker's point, maybe not painkillers, but anti-inflammatories. I bet there's
A lot of them that get
Almost everyone.
Tramadol, the shot.
You see, there was a Bussin' with the Boys podcast, I think it was for a while, where Taylor Lewan was talking about how every season it was hard detoxing, like coming off of that stuff, because you're just on so many anti-inflammatories during the season that once you get through, like it's very addictive. And he was talking about going through not hardcore withdrawals, but definitely withdrawals.
Yeah, it's a different thing. You know what I mean? It's like it alleviates. Well, it is what it says it is. It alleviates the pain. It's not like you're feeling euphoric or anything. It's
Yeah.
not like a hardcore narcotic. But I could see how you could get hooked on taking them just because you don't hurt so much.
Well, that's why a lot of those guys do the what ended up collapsing. What's his name's lung earlier in the year? They do the acupuncture, and then that's all supposed to be anti-inflammatory stuff.
Coming up, Rivals has released its final rankings for the class of 2026. This is Faison Brandon, Tristan Keys class, and, well, just to name a couple, they've lost their 5-star status.
I saw that.
Tennessee players that take it.
Yeah, we'll go through this when we come back. Still a lot of good recruits, highly rated recruits in this thing, but it is generating some controversy on the interwebs. We'll go through it when we continue. Stay with us. You're listening to The Drive. More Fan Run Radio coming up.
The Drive.
105.7 FM, 1340 AM. Online at fanrunradio.com and streaming on the free Fan Run Radio app. This is Fan Run Radio. Knoxville.
Smoky Mountain Brewery is the place to be for game day. From the moment you walk in, it's wall-to-wall big screens, making Smoky Mountain Brewery the perfect place to watch the Vols or your favorite team in action. With locations in Turkey Creek, Maryville, Pigeon Forge, and Gatlinburg, you're never far away from a great time at Smoky Mountain Brewery. Try one of their world-famous microbrews like Black Bear Ale, Mountain Light, or Cherokee Ale. Juicy burgers, wings that bring the heat, and delicious handmade pizzas made with hand-tossed crust from the freshest ingredients and their own special sauce from a secret recipe, topped off with hand-grated cheese and farm-fresh toppings. And don't forget, those famous microbrews are also available in kegs for your next party or in 6-packs and growlers to go. So grab your crew and head to Smoky Mountain Brewery and tell them Fan Run Radio sent you. Smoky Mountain Brewery. Eat local, eat good.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jacob Wilco. Here at Knoxville Smiles, every smile is unique and every smile has a story. We would love to get to know you and help you smile brighter with confidence. If you've been looking for a dental home that treats you like more than just a set of teeth, we would love to welcome you to the family. Please give us a call at 865-539-1776 or visit us at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Vol fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Citizens National Bank.
Experience the thrill of traveling with C&B's exclusive travel program. Customers age 50 and above with a Plus Perks checking account can participate, ensuring a safe and delightful travel adventure. Take a day trip or an overnight trip. Travel domestic or international. C&B is always on the go.
Citizens National National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Hey Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Back here on The Drive, it's Fan Run Radio. Shout out to the folks on the YouTube chat. We'll be reading for that coming up here in just a minute. You watched hoops last night, Bob?
I did. I watched a little additional, like, scripted TV, but I did ping back and forth with, I mean, holy hell, Louisville.
They're bad, Bob.
They,
Woof.
That win's looking less and less special to me right now because Duke is who we thought they were. They're good, man. They're just really good. But I think they ended up beating Louisville by 30 last night or close to it.
Well, it was like tight, and then to the end of the first half, and then they opened up a can.
So how would you rank our wins? Houston number 1, Bama number 2?
Yep.
Who's 3?
I would say it's probably still Louisville, but I'm beginning. Texas A&M's not a bad win.
No, that's probably better than Louisville.
Might be. I mean, they're not ranked at the moment.
The SEC though.
Yeah, they're.
How are they not ranked? It's 6-1 in the league,
and they're not even close to being ranked. By the way, there's like 4 SEC teams in the others getting votes area that are ahead of losses.
I have to go back and look at their schedule. I don't know if those 5 wins are against teams worth a darn or.
Yeah.
What about Texas?
Texas. I think Texas is. They don't play any defense. That's all. They've got some talent. They're proving that. But I'd still put Louisville ahead of Texas, and I'd probably put A&M ahead of Texas too.
I did not watch any sports last night. It was family movie night over at the Smith house, and when I say family, it was just me and my wife because my son doesn't watch movies, and my daughter's 18. She's doing her own thing.
What'd you watch?
We watched The Naked Gun.
The original?
No.
Oh, God.
The new one with Liam. Yep.
How was it?
It's all right.
I think he's funny.
It was funny, man. It was good. There were some laugh out loud moments for sure. I'll say, has anybody else seen it?
Mm-mm.
Like the first set piece, the opening piece, was really underwhelming. It was kind of stupid.
It's from the Files of Police Squad, though.
Yeah, but the beginnings of the other ones were just like I felt were hilarious all the way through.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought they were funny all the way through. This one was like, man, I don't know. Like this is kind of dumb, but and it's not on the level of the first 3, the originals, but there were still a couple, just stupid plays on words, just funny jokes that.
Yeah, just absurd.
Yeah.
That's what I always liked about it. So I've seen clips from it. I mean, he's one of the few actors I think that could pull off being funny, but while acting like, the whole Frank Drebin thing.
Dry.
Serious. Yeah.
I did not, but I've heard it's good. I have not seen it, and when they cast him for it, I was like, are you kidding me? I mean, I didn't buy it.
Thought it was a swing and a miss.
But I've heard good things about it. I heard he was good.
He was pretty good. I feel like they could have done better with that role. I don't know who, but I don't know. Leslie Nielsen is just a hard. Those are hard shoes to fill, man.
Yeah.
He was so good.
Who was his sidekick?
Ed. So in the new movie, who is that? Kennedy is the guy from
George
Kennedy.
Yeah, because he was also in Cool Hand Luke.
Yeah.
The guy was a really
Luke, you old devil.
famous character actor.
Yeah.
George Kennedy.
He was so good in that. But in this one, they're both the sons of, like, Liam Neeson is the son of Frank. He's like Frank Drebin Jr.
Okay.
And then the other guy who's a sneaky good actor who's been in some good things. You see that thing Blackbird on Apple TV about the serial killer in prison who's like helping.
Oh.
Yeah. That guy.
The guy who plays is with.
He played Richard Jewell in that
Yep.
movie.
Yeah, he played Richard Jewell in the
He
bomb.
plays
movie.
George Kennedy's son.
Yeah, he plays Ed's son.
Blackbird looks twisted.
It is.
Blackbird's great.
And that guy's a really good actor. It surprised me because he's been in so much serious stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But he was pretty good in this too. But it's worth a Google. I'll give it 2 out of 4 stars, maybe 2.5 out of 4 stars.
All right.
If you're just wanting a lighthearted romp, something you could just kind of sit back, put on, and have a few chuckles too. Naked Gun, it's there for you.
I'll check it out.
So, On3/Rivals, whatever they're calling themselves now, has released the final rankings for 2026, the class of 2026. Faison Brandon and Tristan Keys have lost their 5th star.
It's a shocker.
I know, it's devastating, right?
Has a Tennessee player
the other one, yeah.
Has a Tennessee player ever gotten a star instead of losing one?
I feel like they have to. I don't know. Bob, do you think Rivals just hates us?
I don't think so.
So Faison goes to a 4-star. And remember, he was the #1 player in the country. Walker, can you look up 247? I think 247 had him the #1 overall player in America.
Recently?
No, like all last year.
I can go look at it last year. I know he's number 2 right now, or number 9 overall.
On 247?
Number 2 overall, according to 247. Number 9 overall, according to ESPN.
Who's
so
in front of him?
He's number 40 now on Rivals.
Did he get hurt?
He did miss most of the season. He had a thumb injury, I think. But he came back and played in the playoffs and led his team to a state championship. Do you care at all? That's more worrisome to me. It's like, man, he hasn't played a lot of football. He's kind of like Nico coming in. So he is the 5th highest rated quarterback according to Rivals and the number 40 overall player in America. And then Tristan Keys from Hattiesburg, Mississippi, 5-star wide receiver. He's now a 4-star. He's number 39 in the On3 rankings. So we've got the number 39 and the number 40 overall player. Still highly touted. Still expected to be electric playmakers, but
use it as motivation.
Yeah, I mean, that's what if I'm Heupel, I'm calling those two in to say, hey, man, look, these guys don't think you guys got it. They docked you guys. Yeah. Think about that when you're doing your workouts with Coach Owings this summer.
We don't need this. The number 2 overall recruit via Rivals.
Yeah.
Jared Curtis.
Going to Vandy? Yeah,
Yep.
It's tough.
I mean, Tennessee, where's Curtis on 247? Because Tennessee identified, like, they could have recruited both, and I don't get the feeling that they went hard after Curtis. Like, they identified Faison very early. Like, certainly, if not his junior year, his sophomore year, earlier than that, as the guy they wanted in this class, and they went all in to get him.
So he's a 9th quarterback, is what they're saying, Walker? Is that what you said?
No, he was 9th on
9th overall
247
player.
overall.
Yeah. On 247, he's the number 2 overall. On ESPN, he's the number 9th. Quarterback positions, he's 5th overall in Rivals, 2nd overall quarterback in 247, and 3rd overall QB on ESPN.
And nobody looks at ESPN. Like, I don't even think
no one uses it.
They're just using AI to do their rankings or something.
Much.
So here are the guys we have. And now, we'll roll through this real quick. Darian Albert, the defensive lineman, he ends up a 3-star. Zay Anderson from Greenville is a 4-star on Rivals. So that's a nice pickup. Ed Baker, offensive lineman from Maryland, is a 3-star. Kamari Blair, offensive lineman from Clarksville, is a 4-star. Brandon Breeze Carter, I think, is that Jordan Carter, I think? I'm reading from your article on Rocky Top RTI.
Jordan Carter,
3-star. Joel Combe, 3-star. CJ Edwards, 3-star. JJ Finch, the guy we flipped from Alabama on signing day out of Indianapolis, big-time defensive lineman. He's a 4-star. So that's a good pickup. Carter Gooden, another late flip for Tennessee. He is a 4-star defensive lineman. Hezekiah Harris. Hezekiah. We went over this. He is a 4-star edge rusher. TK Keys. Tyreek King is a 4-star.
Mm-hmm.
Gabriel Osenda from Baylor School is a 4-star offensive lineman.
Osenda, 4-star on Rivals and ESPN, but a 5-star on 247. He was a guy who got bumped down from 5-star early, and now
always been a big 247 guy.
Yep, 247.
His official show policy: we always err on the side of the recruiting service that ranks our recruits highest.
Now listen to this: 247 has Osenda as the 24th best player nationally. Rivals has him as the 183rd best player, and ESPN has him as the 163rd.
I
don't know how they get so far off on this stuff. It's crazy.
An offensive line has got to be one of the hardest positions to project.
Yeah, that one's tough.
Just because those kids are so big, and their body is always going to change so much. A lot of those guys come in a little bit blubbery and have to tighten up, or some of them come in at like 250 pounds and you have to add 50 pounds to them.
Mm-hmm.
So but Osenda's huge, isn't he? He's like 330.
Osenda is 6'7.5", 345.
Woo!
He's a massive
He's a big
guy.
old biscuit.
Man-child.
He's a big dude. Another dude that's like this with the recruiting thing is TJ White. Like 247 has him as the 41st best player in the country, but both ESPN and Rivals have him outside their top 100.
Rivals has him as a 4-star, number 133 overall, so they like him. The two linebackers, TJ White, Braden Rouse.
Yeah.
From Woodstock, Georgia.
Mm-hmm. Both pretty similar composite ratings.
Yeah, those are good prospects. So. And then the other 4-star we saw, the last Joel Wyatt from, maybe it's Joel.
I think it's Joel.
Joel Wyatt from Shelbyville, Tennessee, Oakland High School, 4-star, number 124 overall player in the country at a position that we have struggled to recruit.
I just always assume it's Joel.
Yeah.
There's
I don't know why I went with Joel.
Embiid.
Billy Joel. Oh, Billy Joel. So a lot of people kind of out on the high school recruiting, say it doesn't matter as much in the day and age of the transfer portal when you just go out there and half these kids aren't going to end up matriculating through your program anymore anyway, if half.
Mm-hmm.
But Tennessee seems to be sticking largely with the retain and develop model, even though they did take more transfers this year. I feel like that's probably due more to the change at defensive coordinator than it is to an overall change in philosophy. We'll see. I do think you got to get older, man. I think that's something that has been borne out through several seasons of watching not just football but basketball. Older teams, Indiana, do well. Younger teams struggle. 19, 20-year-olds going up against 23 and 24-year-olds. That's a big difference. And Tennessee is one of the youngest teams in the nation last year. I don't think they're going to be much older this year. A little bit older, but not much.
No, we're still going to have a lot of youth. I mean, we're bringing in 29 new commits. That's more than a fifth of our football team is going to be freshmen.
And all the guys that redshirted last year, right?
Yeah, redshirt freshmen, all those guys. It's going to be a really young team again.
So more than half our team is still going to be underclassmen.
Yeah, probably.
Right around it.
Close to it.
Not good?
I don't know.
What if they're good underclassmen?
I think the problem is that, we'll get these guys to be redshirt sophomores who have been here 3 years, and then this day and age, if they aren't starting, they're looking to transfer. If you're not smart, and if you're not starting, you're probably not getting paid a ton, unless you're a quarterback.
Yeah. 865-966-3435, your number to get on board. 865-966-3435, your phone number to call or text to the show this afternoon. We'll read from the text box. Get to your phone calls when we continue. A head coaching hire today in the NFL. might have an impact on the Titans assistant coaching search. We'll let you know about that when we continue. It's Fan Run Radio. Stay with us.
The Drive.
For the fans, by the fans. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Check out Lenoir City's newest place to hang out, watch sports, and drink the best craft beers in America. The Casual Pint Lenoir City is now open on Highway 321. They've got over 30 beers on tap, with everything from lagers and pilsners to sours and IPAs, as well as stouts, porters, and brown ales. You can also create your own six-pack from their singles cooler or pick up some packaged beer and a growler fill to go. And be sure to bring your appetite because they have a great menu featuring appetizers, brats, burgers, flatbreads, and wings. It's the Casual Pint Lenoir City, now open on Highway 321 across from Gold's Gym in Lenoir City. Swing by and check them out, and don't forget to tell them Fan Run Radio sent you.
Running a business, coaching a team, planning your next big event, you need more than just gear. You need SM Athletics and Logo Solutions. Custom uniforms, branded apparel, promotional products, done right, done fast, and built to show off your brand with pride. From local businesses to high schools to major universities, SM Athletics is trusted by winners. Get real service, get real quality, get noticed. SM Athletics and Logo Solutions, where your brand comes to life.
Visit smathletics.com and let's build something great together.
What's up, Fan Run Nation? This is Evan Rogers with ECR Total Landscapes. I'm happy to announce that our free stump grinding promotion for Fan Run Radio listeners is now extended to March 31st, 2026. If you've got trees in your yard that need to come down before they fall on your home, don't risk it. Call ECR Total Landscapes and mention you heard our ad on Fan Run Radio, and we'll get rid of that problem tree for you and grind those stumps for free. Call us at 865-384-2012 or check us out online at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Yee-haw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine, live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-8899-789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
Have you ever found yourself wishing your clothes looked brand new again? Whether it's your favorite suit, that little black dress, or your comfy winter coat, Crown Cleaners can make it happen. From stubborn stains to delicate fabrics, the expert team at Crown Cleaners uses the latest cleaning technology to ensure your clothes come back looking and feeling fresh. Visit one of their 2 area locations, Kingston Pike on Bearden Hill or South North Shore Drive near Dunkin' Donuts. Online at crowncleaners.com. Crown Cleaners, a tradition of excellence.
All right, back here on the Drive, Fan Run Radio. Russell, Bob, and Bear back with you. Walker Smith along for the ride today. He'll have your top 4 at 4 coming up here in about 15 minutes. Head coaching hire made today in the National Football League. Joe Brady is the new head coach of your Buffalo Bills.
Very much has Josh Allen's fingerprints all over it.
5-year deal.
I mean, I could see him wanting to keep that guy, but
are you better off with Brady than you were under McDermott? I'm assuming that he's going to keep a lot of guys. He'll have to bring in a new defensive staff, I would assume. But
I don't get it, man. I really don't. Just given the fact that the whole notion, this is what we've talked about here with Tennessee. It's like if you're going to get rid of your coach, you damn well want to come back with somebody that's a better option.
Yeah.
And this guy's unproven as a head coach, so I don't know.
More puzzling hire, Joe Brady with the Bills or Mike McCarthy at the Steelers?
Oh, I'd say Brady. Only because McCarthy has, he's won a Super Bowl.
What a meteoric rise for Joe Brady, who wasn't he was like an analyst or something when Orgeron plucked him out of obscurity in 2019. He coaches that offense at LSU, and next thing you know, he's with the Panthers. Now he's with the Bills, And I 6-7 years later, whatever, he's head coach in the NFL.
I mean, it's amazing what can happen if you're given Joe Burrow
and Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Two of the best quarterbacks of this generation.
Talented QBs are a requisite to be considered a good head coach. I think that's the big takeaway here. So a lot of Titans fans think, well, Brian Daboll was up for that job as well. Titans OC always thought to be his fallback, so now that's done. But apparently you got to wait even longer because the Daboll is up for the Raiders head coaching job as well as the Eagles offensive coordinator job. How long can you continue to wait if you're Robert Saleh? Is Brian Daboll worth wait? Because they're saying that the Raiders want to interview some of Shanahan's guys and some of the guys that might be coaching in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks. So if you're the Titans, is Brian Daboll worth a 2-week wait? And potentially missing out on other guys you might want to talk to?
It's a great question. I would say if it worked out and they can keep him, sure. But I didn't realize. I knew that the whole concept of him being able to pass on the OC job if there's a head coaching job offered to him. I get that one. But so he's still in the mix for the Eagles OC job too?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's at the top of their list, but he is in there. You know, the Raiders thing is interesting. I mean, this guy, here's the thing about it as a Titans fan. Daboll clearly wants to be a head coach again. So even if there were a world where you could convince him to take your OC job, hey, you don't want to go to Las Vegas and work for crazy Mark Davis, even if you do have Fernando Mendoza, that thing is doomed from the beginning. You're going to get fired there, and then you'll never be a head coach again. Come here, coach Cam Ward, show out for a year or two, and then you'll have other options to be a head coach again. I think that's a far-fetched pitch. A head coach wants to be a head coach, and he's probably going to take that. But even if you are convince him to do that, this is the problem with hiring a defensive head coach is who's going to be your OC. If he's good, he's going to leave, and then you're going to have to replace him. And you don't want to get in a situation, I don't think, with Cam Ward where you're constantly new terminology, new systems year after year. Yeah, I mean, if Brian Daboll comes – and you have a great year in 2026 and he gets a head coaching job and you don't have somebody on that staff underneath him that you feel like can just be bumped up a notch and keep that system going without changing terminology, you have to bring in a new offensive coordinator. That would be 3 offensive systems that Cam Ward has to learn in his first 3 years.
That's a good point.
Maybe he's used to that because he went from Incarnate Word to Washington State to Miami to the Titans, and that's just football now. Guys are always learning new systems, but, man, it seems like the great ones, the ones that have success, are able to build and develop within a system year after year. You don't even have to list the names. You know them.
If I were Daboll, you just got fired by the Giants, and this is what you kind of alluded to a minute ago. I just think you go to the Raiders. I mean, if you have ambitions to be an NFL head coach, I'd say after you've been fired once, that next job
better work.
Yeah, better check off all the boxes for you, because if he goes to the Raiders and fails, which is very, very probable, then I don't know if you get another shot as a head coach.
I mean, we've heard the stories about how much Daboll loved Cam Ward to the point that he wanted to trade up to draft him, and the Titans just wouldn't pull the trigger on it. How do you feel about Mendoza? Because that's going to determine whether or not, if you take the Raiders job, that's going to determine whether or not you succeed there. I think all the intangibles he's got in spades, the leadership, he's obviously going to be a pro. He's not going to be a goofball. You're in Vegas. That's probably the kind of guy you want as your quarterback, right? But does he have the physical abilities and the ability to process quick enough to play quarterback at a high level in the NFL? I think he probably does, but is it good enough to stave off crazy Mark Davis from wanting to fire you after a year or two?
It's true.
That's the $64,000 question.
Well, I mean, if you hitch your wagon to a rookie quarterback, which we've seen coaches do all the time, it normally buys a coach and a front office at least an extra year or so. Like if you're the head coach, like new head coach, and you're going in with a new quarterback, like they want to give you the time to figure that out.
Didn't we just do that with a coach?
Callahan was there the year before.
Yeah, that's true.
And that never works out. Hiring the coach before you have the quarterback.
Yeah, normally that's competent organizations. Yeah, Walker, they're going to give, hey, new coach, new quarterback. We know it's not going to all come together in year one. We're at least going to give you 2 years and then evaluate after that. This is Mark Davis and the Raiders. This is Las Vegas. The normal rules don't always apply there, it seems.
Davis.
Now, a name that also had popped up until today when Daboll really seems to be emerging to the top was Cliff Kingsbury. How do we feel about that?
I mean, it's like who did I ask about this yesterday on the show? I feel like we were talking. I like Kingsbury fine. He's another guy that seems to have head coaching ambitions. I wonder how long you would have him. If I'm Saleh, whoever I get, it's like, man, can we bring in an understudy? Like if you're a quarterbacks guy, if you're a quarterbacks coach, okay, I'm going to name you OC, but I want you to handpick a quarterbacks coach that's going to be your right-hand man in running this offense so that when you become a head coach again, and we hope that you do because that means that we've probably had success, then we're going to bump up the next guy. Kind of the same – it's kind of what Nick Saban had going at Alabama when he had that run of – ironically, Brian Daboll was one of his OCs, but it was what? Daboll, Kiffin, Sark, Mike Loxley – and there was just like one after the other, and they were all there for a year, maybe 2 seasons, and then went on to be head coaches. But the next one was always in the chamber, was always in the pipeline behind him. So that was smart. See what the YouTube chat has going on. Big Dog in West Tennessee says, I have power but no heat in West Tennessee. Ugh. Hope that gets fixed. I don't know what's worse, man. If you could only have power or heat, which would you choose?
Power.
Just bundle up? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so.
Fireplace.
That'd be tough, though, man. In this kind of weather, if it's like in the 30s or so, that's one thing. If it's single digits outside and that's the temperature in your house, that would suck.
I don't know. I'm trying to think longest I've gone without power. Probably the blizzard, like 3 or 4 days.
Vols Deep says move 80% of the money over to the sport that matters. He is in the go all in football camp. Nobody's doing that in the SEC. Everybody is following that 75, 15, 5-5 split rule, generally speaking. I read this somewhere. I can't remember who that. I want to say maybe Arkansas is the only one that even LSU, for as much as they're giving 5% to men's basketball. Arkansas is the only one that's like, yeah, we're not going to do this women's basketball thing. We're going to give men's basketball and baseball a little more.
Yeah.
So I don't see Tennessee doing that anytime soon. Slick Mo says Tennessee basketball top 10 most watched, most popular baseball team, and top 10 most watched football program. But why is this popping up in front of me? Oh, my God, that's so annoying. But still managed to downplay our popularity. Can you read this, Bob? I've got a pop-up in front of it.
Yeah, he said top 10 most watched in basketball that we talked about earlier, top 10 most watched in football, most popular baseball program, but still managed to downplay our popularity to this, as he called it, sheep base, into thinking Nike didn't want us.
Oh, it's a Nike tweet from Jamie. I like that. Okay. Yeah. Still not going to let that one go. Come on, Jamie. I'm kind of with you on the Nike and Adidas thing, but we can't just do this for the next 10 years or however long we're in Adidas school again.
I mean, last time I checked, Adidas had a lockout on the national
title. Yeah, they
game.
did. They did, and the uniforms didn't look terrible.
No, and I was watching that Texas Tech Houston basketball game this weekend. Texas Tech Adidas school, and their uniforms look good. I think I get the old era Adidas stuff. It was rough. I agree, but got an open mind to it.
Well, maybe the money schools are going Adidas now. You got Texas A&M, Texas A&M, Texas Tech, and Indiana.
Yeah.
Adidas, where the big boys play. Do you take it seriously or not, folks? 865-966-3435, your phone number if you want to get on the show. We'll get some phone calls going here next hour on the program. Ryan Shumpert, Rocky Top Insider, is going to stop by to talk all things Tennessee hoops with us as Rick Barnes and the boys head down to Georgia to take on little Mikey White and the Bulldogs. We'll do that coming up here in about 25 minutes here on Fan Run Radio. Stay with us. Walker's got the top 4 at 4 coming up next.
The Drive. The voluntary reaction.
Can't get enough Tennessee basketball? Join Fan Run Radio as soon as every UT game is over for Big Orange Country's post-game radio free-for-all. The voluntary reaction. We'll be taking your calls on the Vols as soon as every game is over. So tune in and buckle up as we drink from the keg of glory all the way to the Final Four.
The voluntary reaction. Raw, unfiltered, real.
Hey Knoxville! Surfside iced tea and vodka, made with real brewed tea, is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, with no bubbles and no troubles. That's right, zero carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. Headed to a game day or party at a friend's house? Bring an iced tea or lemonade variety pack from Surfside, or try their green tea and new raspberry tea vodka. Find the can with the sunset stripes this season. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
Are you a federal employee facing workplace challenges like suspension or removal? Are you concerned about your security clearance with any federal agency? You know the Griffin Law Firm is your trusted ally in military legal matters. But did you know they also specialize in civilian federal employment law? If you're a federal employee facing workplace challenges like suspension or removal, if you're concerned about your security clearance with any federal agency, the DOE, FBI, FCC, or DOD, you might not know it, but you do have legal recourse. The Griffin Law Firm specializes in federal employment law, military law, and security defense law. VFL Marshall Griffin and his experienced team are ready to make your problem their problem, no matter which federal agency you work for. Don't face federal employment issues alone. Remember, remain silent, request counsel, call Griffin Law, 888-707-4282, online at griffinlawdefense.com.
Hey, this is Bo Kregner with the Kregner Group at Realty Executives. You know, in sports, home field advantage matters, and it's the same in real estate. Our team knows every neighborhood, every play that gets you the win, whether you're buying your first home or selling for top dollar. Let's get you in the end zone. Call me today at 865-742-1035 or visit BoKnowsHouses.com. The Kregner Group, walking by faith, serving others.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Men all around Knoxville are celebrating the difference Men's Pro has made in their life. I'm Evan Bass, founder of the clinic. If you're struggling with ED, we want you to be able to celebrate as well. As men, we hate going to the doctor, but Men's Pro was designed to take care of men like you better. These things can get worse if untreated, but you're not alone. The medical support team at Men's Pro has your back. Today's the day to feel alive again. ED, performance issues, enhancement. We've effectively helped men jumpstart their performance comprehensively and with proven medication dialed in just for you. With same-day booking, you can meet our passionate team, and under guidance from our medical provider, you could leave with a plan that changes your life. The number one thing we hear guys say is, I forgot how I used to feel. Guys, it's time to feel amazing and crush this new year. Call my team right now and let us treat you to an unforgettable experience. Dial 865-544-8220 or go to menspronknoxville.com.
It's time for the Drive's Top 4 at 4.
Hour number 2 of the Drive underway, and the Top 4 at 4 is brought to you this afternoon by Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria, where we will be on Thursday, getting ready for sports trivia and looking forward to being back down there. A little pizza pie, maybe a cold beverage. Always a good opportunity to get down in the Old City. Come out, see us Thursday, 3 to 6 at Barley's. Walker, what you got?
At number 1, Tennessee basketball seems to have avoided the worst-case scenario with Jalen Carey and the left leg injury he suffered in the second half at Alabama Saturday night after he hyperextended his knee. Assistant coach Amaro Morgan said today that the junior power forward won't miss a lot of time and that they avoided a worst-case scenario.
Doesn't sound like we'd see him tomorrow night, though, maybe.
You don't think so?
Probably not.
Doesn't sound promising.
Give him the night off. Give him a whole week to take care of it.
Getting a little thin down in the low post all of a sudden, huh? No Cade
Phillips.
Phillips, no Jalen Carey.
We just played Dwayne Brown 20 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's an opportunity for him. He only played 5 minutes in the game at Alabama. No reason he shouldn't expect to get more tomorrow night. So he's going to need to bring that energy off the bench. Certain.
And we can also slot, if we need that extra room in the 4, we can move Ament down there if we need to play small. We have a little more flexibility there still.
It's an option.
It definitely is. At number 2, Darian Mensah and Duke have agreed to a settlement over their dispute that will clear the way for the quarterback to transfer to another school. Mensah is expected to transfer to Miami now that his dispute with Duke has been resolved.
The moral to the story, these contracts don't mean squat, apparently.
Yeah, the settlement amount wasn't released.
So did Miami, did they have to pay Duke? Like who?
It doesn't say.
Where does that money come from? Who buys out who?
I would assume it's coming from Miami.
From the university's coffers or their NIL group? Or
who knows?
Who knows? But
doesn't that seem like important information for the fans to have?
I mean, it does, but I mean,
it's a court case. So like, if they don't want the figures and the amounts to be sent out, like they'd rather keep it private. It's
I guess so, but it feels like this is going to become a normal thing. Like Walker, you follow European soccer.
Yes.
When they don't have trades, right?
No.
You have to purchase the player. And sometimes this is done between a league in England and a league in Germany or Italy or something like that. And so you have to pay the transfer fee.
Yeah.
For the play. You have to pay. The club has to pay the other club in the other country. And then you have to renegotiate a contract with the players. Very expensive.
Yep.
It's not just like baseball. It's like, oh, well, we'll just trade you, and then we start paying this guy. Right? So and that's essentially what's happening here is like Miami has to pay Duke to get out of the contract that Mensah had there. He signed a 2-year, $8 million deal reportedly with Duke when he left Tulane. So Miami has to buy that out. Then they have to pay Mensah $10 million is what they've said they're going to pay him.
I think that was a number floated around.
I thought that number was like the all-inclusive.
Yeah.
The breakage.
Okay.
And everything else. But still, I mean, it's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money, man. And, we were just talking during the break. Our guy, Connor O'Gara, Saturday Down South, has a list out about, 10 schools that are just in NIL hell. They can't compete. They don't have the dollars. And then he had a couple of schools, of which we were one, that are like, you better watch out. And I can't deny it, man, because, how long are the Haslams and whoever else you're going to, Larry Pratt, for the big dollar, like when you want to sign Nate Ament, when you want to sign Faison Brandon, when you want to bring in Tristan Keys. How many years are those guys going to just continue shelling it out year over year? There are a handful of schools, Miami, Texas Tech, maybe Texas A&M, Ohio State, that just seemingly they're going to have the money. They've got unlimited funds. It's never going to run out. I don't think we're in that group.
No,
I don't think Alabama's in that group. I don't think Kentucky's in that group. Like, eventually, those schools are going to say, "Hey, man, like something's got to change. We can't just let a dozen or so schools that have unlimited funds because they know a couple of billionaires just continue to run college sports."
Yeah, I mean, it's been. For those that watch it, the way the market works in college college sports now is much more similar to European soccer than it was. Like, you're right. It's basically what's happening is Miami is paying this fee, probably behind closed doors. Like, hey, Mensa's the one paying it, but he's going to get that money from Miami and settle with them and then go to Miami, which is just basically you're paying a school to let you have his player. And that's just what it is now. And eventually, who knows, that might just be what they adopt at a certain point with the transfer
and it
portal.
becomes a business model.
Yeah.
It's like, man, if you can recruit a really good player that's a little under the radar and sign him, you can basically sell him.
Mm-hmm. And you want to know, that's like something that...
for a profit.
Yeah, and you know what that would help replace? Like, if small schools are making money off of really good players that they're selling, they wouldn't have to use buy games as much.
We're in a healthy space in the college sports world when we're talking about selling
human
players.
Yeah, that's what they do. It's
buying
how
and
it is.
selling them.
It's how it is in soccer. It works for them. It could work in college football. At number 3, the NCAA is looking for Judge James Roberts to, quote, recuse himself from the Charles Bediako eligibility lawsuit. Roberts presides in the Tuscaloosa Circuit Court and is considered a donor for Alabama. He is also the one who granted Bediako 2 different temporary restraining orders for 10 days.
Roll down Tide.
Judge Updike, you think he's going to recuse himself in this matter?
Oh, I'm sure he won't. I'm sure he's got everything handled in a completely unbiased way.
You think he's what's he wearing under those robes? Just like Alabama felt jammies.
For sure.
Elephant costume.
It's got just underwear with elephant heads on it.
It's a big T-shirt with Nick Saban's face on it.
Maybe.
Figured he had a cutout of Saban in his house.
Yeah.
Sit there and talk to him.
Crimson Tide socks. Ugh. Just incredible. And at number 4, let's look at the college basketball games tonight. In the SEC, number 15 Arkansas travels to Oklahoma. Missouri plays at number 23 Alabama. And Kentucky plays number 18 Vanderbilt in Nashville. The best outside the conference is number 5 Nebraska playing number 3 Michigan and number 12 Purdue taking on Indiana.
Who you got, Vandy, Kentucky tonight, Bob?
I kind of like Kentucky.
Where's the game?
Nashville.
Ooh, I think I got Vandy.
Vandy's sliding, man.
They got healthy. I mean, I get it was against an inferior opponent on Saturday, but they got well in that game.
Who do you root for, Bear? Vanderbilt playing at home in front of all those yuppies, or the coal miners playing down south?
I'm just hoping that the orthopedic doctors for both teams are active tonight.
That is just
wow.
So
it's in our best interest. We should be rooting for Vandy, honestly.
Can't do it, Bob.
Well, I'm thinking about the standings, man. It's kind of wide open, and Kentucky's 5-2 now in the conference. We need them to get a third loss.
Won 5 in a row. Is that right?
That's right.
I think Vandy's lost 3 in a row.
Well,
they
won
win last week.
They won Saturday.
So they're one of their last 4. It's just
nope, can't do it. Still hating over Pavia.
Yeah,
screw Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt's 6.5-point favorite. But I think Bob, you and me, we got our eyes on this Nebraska-Michigan.
Yeah,
game
I was going to say,
though.
I think we learn a lot about Nebraska tonight. Road game at Michigan. Michigan's a double-digit favorite.
Yeah, and how much does Purdue beat Indiana by today?
Yeah, those Indiana fans, that's a big rivalry game, but those Indiana fans probably don't care quite as much as they usually do.
They're still
Yeah.
drunk, probably.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Walker. That is the Top 4 at 4. It's brought to you by our friends at Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria. Come out, see us on Thursday afternoon as we broadcast live from 3 until 6 p.m. hoist a cold beverage with us, enjoy one of their award-winning pizzas or anything else from the kitchen as we get ready for sports trivia. They have that every Thursday night at 7 p.m. for you down there at Barley's in the Old City. Ryan Shumpert, Rocky Top Insider, coming up here in just a few moments. Changes to the college football targeting rule could be on the horizon.
Oh? Where's this from?
This is Steve Shaw, National Coordinator of Officials, speaking to Yahoo Sports. Of course, flags for targeting have been on the decline over recent seasons, but they remain heavily scrutinized and often controversial when thrown. The NCAA will take a closer look this offseason as decision makers will analyze the targeting rule and potentially making penalties, quote, less punitive.
For targeting?
Yes.
Why would you want to make them less punitive? I thought that was the whole point of this.
But I think that you have the Miami player that was suspended for the first half of the game.
Yeah. Sure.
I don't know if it's taking away from the 15-yard penalty. I don't know. Like what changes would you like to see happen with targeting, if any?
I'd love to see it become similar to flagrant fouls in basketball. Like
I've heard a lot of people say that, yeah.
There's different levels of targeting. We've all seen it where you either have a guy clearly trying to decapitate someone or you have a guy that's just incidentally getting helmet to helmet. And both of those probably shouldn't be the same penalty, similar to the way it is in basketball with a unintentional violent act compared to a malicious act.
Yeah, but they don't call what should be called targeting sometimes and call things targeting. They need to get the damn calls right to start with before you start changing any of this stuff. And then there's always, the 600-pound gorilla in the corner is, why don't they call it on offensive players? When somebody's running the ball,
I've seen it happen once or
twice. Puts their head
twice.
down and uses their head as a weapon. It's the same thing. He's trying to blow that dude up. Trying to put
I don't know if it's the exact same thing.
It's like putting a kill shot on somebody.
I think the mentality is a little bit different. I don't know. I've never played the game, but I would imagine that, like, if you're a running back and you're running through the whole, like, you're just trying to make yards. Like, you don't really care about the individual defenders. It's not about hurting them, or it's not really about them. It's just you're trying to get as far forward as you possibly can. Whereas the defender, particularly in the olden days, you were trying to knock the ever-living crap. You were trying to hurt the guy, right?
Let's see what's wrong with that. It's a violent game.
You're arguing. I feel like you're arguing why that is wrong with that.
I mean, I am. I mean, I can both sides it. I see the points. I'm just saying they need to call it uniformly.
What
call
about
it on offensive players?
When we were wee lads, you used to have two different face mask penalties, right?
5 and 15, yeah.
Incidental. And incidental, like if you just happen to you're wrapping up, you're coming in for the tackle, you got a good tackle, and you graze the face mask a little bit. You're not grabbing and yanking the helmet. Yeah, that's a 5-yard penalty. Now, if you grab it and yank, pull a guy around, you're tackling by the face mask. It was 15 yards. I don't know when it was, like 10 years or so ago, they decided it was just all 15-yarders.
I don't understand why they can't, when they blatantly miss a call, it bothers me that they can't go back and change it. It happened in the Rams game.
In targeting?
No, just it should have been a 15-yard personal foul. They twisted Stafford's head almost.
Okay, so two different conversations. We're talking about the targeting rule in college football. All of those are subject to review, right?
Yeah.
Any targeting penalty in college football is reviewed automatically, correct?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're all automatic.
I can't keep up with the differences anymore. I think that's right. I don't have a problem with, maybe like what we just said, like a 5-yarder for incidental, or maybe they should all be 15 yards because we're talking about guys' eggs getting scrambled here. But if it is incidental, you don't get kicked out of the game. Can we make that delineation?
It's that whole
the NFL does that.
Yeah, it's that whole determination of
intent.
Yeah, what we think is incidental and what a ref thinks it is.
Some guys are really good at hiding their intent.
It's exactly what it's what it is in basketball. It's the flagrant rule.
Well, I mean, could you arrive at a place where it's like, look, if it's borderline, a lot of times you can tell, right? A lot of times you say, this guy isn't trying to knock this dude's block off. Okay, he's not going to be thrown out of the game. If it is falls in that, or, hey, man, it's just we don't have indisputable video evidence. We don't know. Then I think at that point you just stick with the call on the field.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the rules are pretty black and white. You can't launch. You can't lead with the crown of the helmet. You can't duck your chin down. So, I mean, I feel like those are the –
yeah, but, I mean, we're talking about judging intent of the player. That's hard to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
NCAA introduced the targeting rule in 2008 as a player safety measure. It has become stricter through the years. The rule always resulted in a 15-yard penalty. It changed in 2013 to carry an automatic ejection for the guilty party. And that was if it happens in the first half, you're out the second half. Happens in the second half, you're out the first half of the next game. Hard to believe that's been going on for 12 years.
Should they just leave it at just you're thrown out of the game?
No matter what.
Yeah, but but take away the first half, second half.
Well, I mean,
first half of the next
then
game.
Aren't you, like, if you have a questionable targeting in the first quarter, you're thrown out versus a really bad one at the end of the fourth quarter, you only miss like a handful of plays as opposed to almost an entire game.
I mean, anytime you make a rule, there's going to be people that are going to push the envelope and try and get around it or benefit.
Yeah, I mean, that would be the fear, right? Is if you institute a rule like that, there's going to be some Greg Williams, Jeremy Pruitt guy out there who's like,
sure.
Hey, look, guys, last 2 minutes of the game, we don't care about no targeting, all right? They can only throw you out for the rest of this game. Just go out there and headhunt.
Well, let's stop it from being a half. If it's something that where you can tell the intent and it's egregious, suspend him for 1 or 2 games. And if you're telling me you're really concerned about everybody's long-term safety and well-being, then make it hurt.
Go ahead and fine them like they do in the NFL.
Have to be employees.
Hasn't stopped
out of Colorado.
Until somebody gets pissed and takes him to court out there.
Ryan Shumpert, Rocky Top Insider, coming up when we continue on many of these Fan Run affiliates. Stay with us. Tennessee headed down to Georgia. Can the Volunteers make it 3 in a row in Stegman? We'll talk with Shump coming up next.
The Drive.
Catch up with all things Fan Run by subscribing to our podcast feed. Like, rate, and download the show from the Fan Run app or wherever you get your podcasts.
White Claw is taking hard seltzer to new heights with White Claw Surge. At 8% alcohol, White Claw Surge is a stronger wave of refreshment that doesn't compromise on taste. Available in 4 bold waves of flavor like ripe blackberry, citrusy blood orange, zesty natural lime, and tart cranberry. Check out your favorite retailer in-store and online for the White Claw Surge Variety 12-pack and 16-ounce single-serve cans. White Claw Surge. Please drink responsibly.
What if I told you you could pay off your home in an average of 7 years without making more money or spending a dime less, simply by changing how your mortgage is structured? Sounds impossible? Let me show you how it works. I'm Chris Burleson with University Lending Group, helping families across the U.S. save thousands in interest and own their home years sooner. Don't believe me? Give me a call at 865-388-7634 or visit smartloantn.com to learn more. NMLS number 332941.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area. From Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive, even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them Fan Run sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
We really need to get some branded stuff. Shirts, hats, promo items, something professional.
I mean, we could just find a website and order a bunch of it ourselves.
You could, but you're taking a big risk. You don't know the quality, the fit, the timeline. It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, I guess. But isn't that how everyone does it now?
not the ones who actually care about how their brand looks. Look, if we're putting our name on it, it needs to be done right. We need SM Athletics.
SM Athletics?
Yeah, they specialize in working with businesses like ours. Apparel, hats, promo gear, but real, customized stuff. They actually care if it turns out right.
Probably a lot better than getting stuck with 100 t-shirts with crooked logos.
Exactly. Plus, they'll walk you through everything. Sizing, colors, material, so it matches the image we're trying to build.
Makes sense. What's the name again?
SM Athletics. Trust me, if you want to look like a real company, not a flea market stand, this is the move. If you're serious about your brand, work with people who are serious about getting it right. SM Athletics.
Rickard Ridge Barbecue, located in beautiful Cove Lake State Park. Rickard Ridge is home of the best ribs in the volunteer state. Smoked daily by pitmaster Mark Rickard. The barbecue at Rickard Ridge is mouth-watering, fall-off-the-bone delicious. Take the scenic drive up I-75 to exit 134. For directions and to look at the rest of the menu, visit Rickard Ridge online at rickardridgebbq.com.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Fan Run Radio, The Drive continues. It's a Tuesday afternoon edition of the show. Thanks for tuning in. We got Ryan Shumpert of RockyTopInsider.com standing by. Good afternoon, Shump. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. How are you guys doing?
Oh, man, we are making it. Just trying to stay warm on a cold winter's day. You know how it goes.
Oh, absolutely. It's not fun out there at all, but, you know, it is January after all, so I guess this is how it goes.
Shump, did you come back north, you back home, or did you stay south and just went from Alabama to Georgia?
No, I came back up on Sunday. The little bit warmer weather that day made it doable, and then the game getting pushed back 24 hours increase that desire to get back, to have another 24 hours to be back home.
Better venue to watch an SEC basketball game, Coleman Coliseum in Tuscaloosa or Stegman Coliseum in Athens?
Oh, that's a great question. I think from my media perspective, I like Coleman Coliseum better, but I will say Coleman Coliseum, I mean, it's very unique looking, which, you know, it looks like an, aircraft carrier in some ways, airplane hangar, I guess would be the right word. But I kind of like the unique look. Now, I will say there are some terrible seats, which I can attest to because my brother was at the game on Saturday, so I went at halftime and went and found him and my niece, and their seats were truly a terrible view how far they were away. So I think your general seat in Stegman's probably better than Coleman, but as far as just what gym I like more, I'll go Coleman. Stegman, the court's ugly, the lighting's terrible in there. It's kind of weird on the one end where there's very, very few seats behind the one basket. So if it's up to me and I'm covering a game, one of the places I'll take Coleman.
What's your favorite place you've been to in the SEC?
I think I would probably say Ole Miss has the nicest. It's a very interesting vibe because it is, I believe it's the newest. I think it opened in 2014.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. Boy, did their fans not care about basketball. Last year they were like a 6th seed. Tennessee was in the top 5 when they came there. The place wasn't even full. So that's probably my favorite just from a pure niceness standpoint. Rupp's awesome. Auburn Neville Arena is a cool place to watch a game. That the media seating is not very good, so that from my eyes kind of docks it a little bit for me. But those are probably the top couple that are the nicest. Moody Center in Austin's nice too, but also the same thing as Ole Miss. Their fans don't care at all.
It's funny because Ole Miss used to have the worst. Remember the Tad?
Yeah, the Tad.
Well, there was that press conference with Calipari where he was talking about like squirrels in their locker room. Or what, they had a leak on the court. I remember one year, like they had to cancel a game because of leak from the roof.
Yeah, wasn't there a Lady Vols game there one year where the Lady Vols were like just killing them in the second half, and the roof started leaking, and like 8 minutes left in the game, and they're like, we'll just call it. Lady, y'all are up by 30, Lady Vols. We'll give y'all the win and call it a game.
Conversely, what do you think is the worst of the SEC that you've been to?
Yeah, I really dislike Memorial Gymnasium in Nashville. It gets a good rap because it is unique, and look, it is unique, but it's a terrible layout, terrible to get around. It's unique because whenever SEC school was building, an actual basketball arena, they just shoved it in a science building, and so it's terrible to try to maneuver around. The media seats are awful. So I would say that, and then honestly, Stegman and Coleman or really more Stegman is one of the ones I don't like very much for the reasons I've already outlined. I'm trying to think if there's really any others I've been to that I strongly dislike. I mean, the hump in Starkville is not super nice either, but I don't have any huge disdain with it either.
You mentioned Moody, and then we'll get off this. But you mentioned Moody. I've heard that it's kind of small, but I've heard it's great. It's really nice. That's a modern arena too.
Very modern, very unique. I guess that's actually the newest one in the league. It opened when they were in the Big 12, so I didn't think of it as an SEC one. And it's unique to where, and this shows you how little people care about basketball in Texas. They have the screens that come down and cover the whole upper deck. And have stats before the game. They're showing different games going on, which makes it really cool. Halftime they do the same thing, and then it's stats and social media stuff during the game. But then they can pull those up, I guess, like somebody you'd have in a classroom, and then have more seats in the upper deck that I think they really use more for concerts and stuff. So that is very high tech, very nice, cool feel in the arena. Just definitely not like Ole Miss, not one of the rowdier places to play in the league.
I walked through that place right before it opened up. I was there in the summer and just was walking through, and they were having like some concert for a soft opening or something. And yeah, they had the screens up at that point, and those screens, they said, are like acoustically supposed to make it louder. It's supposed to like redirect the sound back out onto the floor. But I've always thought it looks really weird for basketball. But yeah, that's a good one. Ryan Shumpert, Rocky Top Insider with us. Shump, is Nate Amont's emergence the past couple of games real, or do we need more data before we declare him to have arrived?
Yeah, I think it's real. I don't know if it's 29 points every time out real, but it does feel like he's raising his floor pretty significantly, and just is more comfortable with the physicality and is getting better and better at getting to the spots that he can score and playing with confidence when he gets there. I thought something you saw in the Alabama game that Coach Barnes has harped on him in practice and somebody struggled with. How many times this year have we seen him catch the ball 15 feet from the basket and pump fake and hesitate and not really be decisive in what he wants to do? I thought in the Alabama game he was super, super decisive of getting the ball, rising up and shooting, taking a dribble or two to get to a spot, passing out to somebody else. I thought that was as decisive as we've seen him this season, and to me is 4 games now where he's kind of consistently gotten better. I thought just a 1 turnover in 38 minutes was a very overlooked great part of his performance the other night. He just seems a lot more confident, and nothing he's doing. I guess you'd say 2 or 3 from 3-point range the other night. But over the last 4 games, nothing he's done really feels like he can't repeat that. He can't do that again. It feels like he's just playing within himself and playing a lot more confident than he did early in the year.
You talk about turnovers. That was one of my big takeaways between him and Jacoby. Now, Jacoby had one that was semi-inexplicable late in the game, but Jacoby only had 2 turnovers, I think, by my count. So, I mean, between the 2 guys, like you said, they combined for 53 points and only 3 turnovers given their, how much they're handling the ball. That was a big moment for Tennessee, and like we've talked about, it kind of showed the promise of what can happen when those guys are aligned like that. I just hope that continues. But my other question for you, Ryan, is J.P. Estrella got like season high in minutes, I believe, with 26. And while he didn't score a bunch of points, had some very important rebounds, had a boneheaded mistake of his own late in the game. But I don't know if you saw on social media too, Tom Crean was talking up his 2-man play with Felix Okpara, which was pretty. I didn't see it coming, but man, it was pretty.
Yeah, it was. That was. I thought Barnes ran some nice sets, kind of using Jacoby coming off screens as a distraction, like in that instance, or the one they used where Nate was drawing a lot of help, and he fired it out to Felix, and then Felix had a dribble handoff to Jacoby, where the guy guarding Felix was sagged off, and it got Jacoby some decent looks. So, I mean, that's beside the point of the question, but I did think, like some of the creative stuff Barnes did with the whiteboard on Saturday night. But no, the rebounding late, that was what was, to me, the most positive. That's what I need from him, or at least that's what I want to see from him more, rebounding and defense. And the defense by no means was it great, but it also wasn't a very good matchup from him. What Alabama can do offensively and make him stretch him out on the perimeter, make him guard, just it wasn't a great matchup for him. So it's a positive sign, a step in the right direction. Need to see more. If we're going of the kind of the same prompt as the Ament question, feeling like that was more real, I need more performances from Estrella like that, where he can play with some physicality and toughness and a little bit better defensively to truly buy into him getting more like the guy we thought we'd see early in the season.
You mentioned defense, too, with JP. That did catch my eye. Not that it was like an elite performance, but I felt like there were a couple moments where Philon was trying to drive the middle, and he'd blitz out, and I just thought he moved his feet better than I've seen before. He's still got work to do there, but it was, at least to me, it looked like progress.
Yeah, I agree. Amara Morgan, assistant coach, met with the media today. He said he was moving those puppies, talking about his feet. So, it was definitely, to me, it felt like an improvement. And more of the times he got beat, it felt more excusable when Alabama got good matchups with him on Philon or another guard, right cell, something like that. So, step in the right direction. And Barnes said, I thought it was interesting after the game, not shocking, but interesting. He said, this is the starting lineup we thought we'd be rolling with by this time of the year. And it feels like, I haven't been the person just screaming for them to play more JP Estrella like a lot of people have because of some of those weaknesses, but I do like them giving him a little bit more leeway, especially if they're not going to get the play from Dwayne Brown and Jalen Carey that they want. Might as well try to give him a little bit of leeway, see if he can play through some of that stuff, because the ceiling with what he can give you is certainly higher than those two guys.
Ryan Shumpert, RockyTopInsider.com, our guest this afternoon on the show. Ryan, looking ahead to tomorrow night, I asked you if you thought the Nate Ament emergence is real. Is the Georgia emergence real? 16-4, ranked in the top 25. Is this a new day for Mike White and the Bulldogs, or would this be same old Mike White, same old Georgia when the season is said and done?
Yeah, it's new Georgia in the sense that they're playing a very different style. This does not look like a Mike White team. It looks more like a Nate Oates team. They're second in the country in tempo. His teams have never played fast. At Florida, they didn't play fast. It's his first 3 years at Georgia, they didn't play fast. They actually did play pretty quick when he was at Louisiana Tech. So all of that, I do think it's different, and it's a more exciting brand. And some of their offensive firepower I do think is real. However, do I think this is really a team that's going to make a run in the NCAA tournament? Not really. To me, it feels like a team that's going to be 6, 7, 8 seed. Probably closer to 7, 8 seed like they were last year. And it's going to take a lot for them to get out of the first weekend of tournament, and it wouldn't be surprising at all if they lost in the first round. So, a different team, but I'm not sure in the end it's going to be a team that you look, oh man, Mike White really turned the corner with that 2026 Georgia team. It doesn't necessarily feel that way to me.
Any word today when you heard from Coach Morgan? Any word on we know we've heard Rick talk about Jalen Carey's status, but we were talking earlier in the show. Feels like it'd be a surprise to see him on the floor tomorrow night. Would you agree or disagree on that?
I would disagree on that. We'll see what happens, but I think the follow-up test and all that stuff came back pretty positive. So, it wouldn't be shocking, I guess, if he was unable to go. But I think there's a solid chance he's going to be able to play and certainly should not miss much time unless he has a further setback.
Ryan Shumpert, RockyTopInsider.com with us here this afternoon. Ryan, anything else? I got some football stuff for you here, but anything else about Tennessee and Georgia or basketball before we move along?
I would just emphasize what Bob said a minute ago about the turnovers at Alabama. That was tied for their lowest turnover rate of the season. Alabama's a team that doesn't really force turnovers, so you should take care of the ball better. This Georgia team does force turnovers, and as just mentioned, they want to play fast. So I think it's key for Tennessee to take care of the ball and not let Georgia get out and get some easy stuff in transition. If you can make the Bulldogs settle into a half-court game. In SEC play, they've been the worst defensive rebounding team. Especially if Jalen Carey does end up going, Tennessee can exploit that. So if Vols want to turn this thing into a half-court game, I guess that would be my final thought on tomorrow's matchup.
The other thing I'd add too, Ryan, I mean, I've been looking statistically at Santos Cyril, he's a factor underneath, right? But he also gets in foul trouble a lot, and I got to believe that's going to be on Coach Barnes' mind too.
Yeah, certainly. He's about as improved as any player on that Georgia team, but he's gotten himself in trouble in SEC play a lot. And that Florida game was one of them that he picked up 3 in the first half and kind of led to the Gators, kind of similar to how they did against Tennessee, running away with that thing around halftime.
All right, Shump, the college football playoff not expanding next year. A lot of people thought it was a foregone conclusion. That thing's going to go up to 16 in 2026. It's not going to happen. Did Greg Sankey and the SEC get pantsed by the Big Ten in expanding their conference schedule to 9 games without getting the guarantee that the playoff was going to expand from 12 to 16?
Yeah, I don't know if I'd go as far as saying pants, but it's certainly not a very good look, is it? It feels like you're going to have a whole lot of griping next November, when naturally a lot of these SEC teams end up 9-3, and certainly not all of them are going to get in. We'll see how many of them get in, period. But no, it was a bad look. You feel like it felt like you said it was a foregone conclusion. The SEC made that decision to go to 9, which I do think is for the betterment of the entertainment value of the league, without a shadow of a doubt. But you're playing that, you're forcing everybody to still play a power conference team. Out of conference, it felt like 16 is when you open it up, and you really felt like the resume and the strength of schedule of some of these 9-3 teams would shine through, and especially after 2 straight years of the expanded playoff of the SEC not looking very good, who knows how much benefit of the doubt these 9-3 teams are going to be getting with the committee.
We were talking yesterday, Ryan, about the number, after the weekend, the number of portal assets or acquisitions that Tennessee has gotten. The number's up to, I believe, 21. Does that number exceed what you were maybe expecting? And then one thing we prefaced is kind of the caliber of the guys feels like maybe is a little lower on those later ads.
Yeah, it's been a lot of warm bodies, as I've been saying, on the later ones. I do. The Jedias Richard kid from Miami that they got over the weekend, I like him a lot just because he's played a lot of football in the ACC and has position versatility. I mean, he's played a lot of snaps at corner, nickel, and safety, so Tennessee remakes their defensive back room. I thought he was a guy that made a lot of sense, but I mean, maybe a little bit more than I expected. You do have 2 true specialists in there, and but as a whole, none of it really shocked me, especially when I think losing Jack Van Dorselaer was one of the big ones because they weren't really able to adequately replace him, so they kind of just end up grabbing 2 tight ends and hoping one of them works out. So not shocking to me, maybe a little bit more than expected, but you just look at the defensive side of the ball and what they had on defense. To me, that was about what I expected. If anything, I thought they'd try to go get another defensive lineman.
Does Brian Daboll excite you as a potential OC for our Tennessee Titans?
Yeah, it does. It fires me up. I was upset with Schefter earlier today. He sent out that tweet like it was done deal, and all it was is what Donna Rossini had reported a week ago. I jumped out of my desk chair and yelled "boom" like I was, at a game or something, only to actually read the whole tweet and be like, this isn't any new information. But no, I think that's an exciting hire, and I think would be an exciting hire, and the combination of the work he's done with quarterbacks in the past. Certainly, you point to Josh Allen and the fact that Giants loved Cam Ward coming out of the draft process. Tried to at a huge trade offer to the Titans to trade up to number 1 to be able to take him, and apparently Daboll was a huge part of that. So the chances of getting a guy that's had success working with quarterbacks and who 100% believes in the guy the Titans hopes the future of the franchise, that excites me and gives me reason for optimism. Hopefully the Raiders won't hire him away as head coach.
Let me buy a little bit of tomorrow's trouble for you, Ryan. What if Daboll gets the Raiders job and then your hire is maybe Cliff Kingsbury?
Yeah, I mean, he did good with Jay Daniels year 1. I mean, it wouldn't fire me up as much, but I think Titans could certainly do a whole lot worse than Cliff Kingsbury is the OC.
Come on, Dable. You don't want to go out there to Vegas, Sin City, all the temptation, working for Goofy Davis with his Supercuts haircut.
I love those bangs. I'm with you, Ryan. I think everybody wants Dayball. That'd be close to a home run higher, I would think.
We'd be back.
Yeah.
We'd be so
That's
back.
what we're saying. So back. Never been more back.
All right, Ryan, we appreciate it. RockyTopInsider.com. Safe travels to the Steg tomorrow night. We'll be looking for you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Ron.
Ryan Shumpert, Rocky Top Insider, one more time this afternoon on the program. Coming up, we'll open up the phone lines again here for you. If you want to jump in, take a shot now, 865-966-3435, your phone number to call or text the show, 966-3435. We will get to your phone calls. Plus, Bob's got a basketball quiz, another Tennessee-centric basketball quiz. We're turning into a quiz show this week here on Fan Run Radio. Stay with us.
The Drive. Big Orange Country's home for sports. This is Fan Run Radio.
Check out Lenoir City's newest place to hang out, watch sports, and drink the best craft beers in America. The Casual Pint Lenoir City is now open on Highway 321. They've got over 30 beers on tap, with everything from lagers and pilsners to sours and IPAs, as well as stouts, porters, and brown ales. You can also create your own six-pack from their singles cooler or pick up some packaged beer and a growler fill to go. And be sure to bring your appetite because they have a great menu featuring appetizers, brats, burgers, flatbreads, and wings. It's the Casual Pint Lenoir City, now open on Highway 321 across from Gold's Gym in Lenoir City. Swing by and check them out, and don't forget to tell them Fan Run Radio sent you.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
This is Bo Kregner with the Kregner Group at Realty Executives. Here in East Tennessee, home means everything. It's where we gather, celebrate, and build our future. That's why our team treats every client like family. Because your home isn't just a transaction, it's part of your story.
From first-time buyers to luxury listings, the Kregner Group delivers results that light up the scoreboard. With expert marketing, powerful local connections, and a heart for service, Bo and his team make your real estate goals a reality.
If you're thinking about buying or selling, let's talk. 865-742-1035 or visit BoKnowsHouses.com. We'd be honored to help you win at real estate. The Kregner Group at Realty Executives. Walking by faith, serving others.
Hi, I'm Jessica Lodgen, one of the hygienists here at Knoxville Smiles. If your children are having sleep or behavioral issues, we have things we can do in modern dentistry that can help not just with their dental health, but also their overall health. Early intervention is the key for younger patients and can avoid costly procedures later in life. If you'd like to learn more, give us a call here at the office and schedule an appointment. 865-539-1776. Or just book online at KnoxvilleSmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
All right, back here on The Drive, Fan Run Radio. A beautiful Tuesday afternoon. If not a little chilly out there, we are just getting heated up, fired up, focused, prepared, they say. Here on these airwaves, I'll be at Barley's in the Old City on Thursday. You want to come out and hang out with us, we would love to see you down there. Appreciate Ryan Shumpert stopping by. I did not realize that Georgia is second nationally in adjusted tempo on KenPom.
Yeah, I mean, they're. I was looking at those matchups.
Playing fast, man.
They are, and they're second in points per game nationally. I mean, you look at a lot of the stats, and we're not. I mean, there's not a huge difference between us and them. KenPom, they're like in the 40s on offense and defense. Obviously, we're better on defense, but This is going to be an interesting one to watch.
With Alabama being the other ultra-fast team in our league, and Shump even made that comparison, like they're playing like Alabama this year.
Yep.
We just played Alabama on the road. Carryover? Help?
I think are we a bad matchup for them?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I think if we're at full strength, if Carey does in fact play, then yeah, I would say so. Because again, they've got a guy who's a force underneath, but he can't stay on the court sometimes. Most
of fouling.
Yeah, most of their scoring comes from that Wilkinson kid and this guy Smurf Millender.
Smurf?
Yeah,
his name is Smurf.
Marcus Millender. Yeah, he's a transfer.
So we've got a blue and a Smurf.
Is his kryptonite Gargamel?
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
You ever watch the Smurfs, Walker? Does this mean anything to you?
I've seen a couple of Smurf movies.
Movies, huh?
No, I'm talking about the old, like, 1980, the Hanna-Barbera cartoons.
No.
Like
Just like
Smurfette. And
yeah, I know of the
Papa
Smurfs.
Smurf.
I know all about the Smurfs. I just hadn't
Gotcha,
watched
Smurf.
Anyway, Georgia's got a Smurf on him.
Yeah.
Is he blue?
No.
Oh.
No. But he's like I think he's their second or third leading scorer. He's a problem. He scores about 11, 12 points a game. So they're perimeter oriented for sure.
What happens for that guy if basketball doesn't work out and he's got to go in on a job interview? Like, yeah, we really like you for our executive management position here, Smurf.
I don't think that's his Christian name.
No, it's his nickname. Marcus is his first name, but he goes by Smurf.
Goes by Smurf.
He's not going to go by Smurf.
It's kind of like
unless it goes in
Squirrel
the
White,
radio.
right? Squirrel White. His name was not Squirrel.
What Marquavius? It was the dawning of the age of Marquavius.
Yeah.
The age of Marquavius did not last long.
No.
About 2 years. So we'll watch Tennessee basketball at Georgia tomorrow night. Let's go to the Fan Run breaking news desk. NFL insider Jordan Schultz says the Titans have received a commitment from Brian Daboll to become their OC per multiple sources. He's in Nashville now to sign. Daboll has a strong affinity for QB Cam Ward, and the two will now officially be paired together.
Smart man. He listened to the drive. That might have
clearly
heard us say you don't want that head coaching job in a
probably more likely he knew that he probably wasn't going to get it.
Yeah, probably true.
Who are they going to get? Who else? What jobs are left open right now?
Cardinals, Browns, Raiders.
All the jobs you want.
I was just going to say.
The best jobs in the NFL.
That tracks, right?
What are the Cardinals waiting on?
Somebody to say yes.
Have y'all seen the picture of Mike McCarthy at his presser?
No.
It's like a deer caught in the sand. He does not look the same as he used to.
What do you mean?
He's gotten quite a bit older and
really,
yeah, he looks puffy.
Well, he's always been a large fellow.
Yeah, it's weird seeing him without a hat on too.
Well, these big football coaches not just do the Ozempic or a GLP-1. Like they're
so
all wealthy.
Some people are on that stuff.
Well, that's fine. I mean, like, get healthy. I have trouble. I got the sweet tooth, man. Like, if I could afford that stuff and I needed it, I would do it. Wouldn't you?
No, I mean, I could afford it. No. I've been offered it.
Why don't you want to do it? Well, you're not that big. You don't need it. A couple of years ago, you were pushing a couple bit, but no, you're fine now.
Easy.
But if I were like over 300 pounds and I mean, McCarthy's like 60.
Yeah,
like you're not going to live much longer in case if you don't take care of yourself.
Not weighing 300 pounds, you're not.
Don't see many really old fat people.
We think McCarthy's pushing 3 bills?
Oh, I bet he is.
How tall is he?
I don't know. It's a big boy.
Let's do some research.
That is a big
It's not a very flattering picture. Research? The Steeler fans are not happy.
He's 6'2", Mike McCarthy is. I'd say he's about 3 bills plus.
I'm going to say 325 minimum.
Robert Saleh, not a problem.
No.
Guy's cut like a block of granite. A steely gaze and demeanor.
So we feeling pretty good about our new head coach and new OC if he signs a contract this afternoon?
I am. Yeah, man. Why not?
Brian Dayball's 6'3". It's a big dude.
Dayball's lost weight. He's worked on it.
He's looking good.
He's got that Ozempic, man.
Who is it he replaced that one guy who just he didn't look like a football coach.
Who are you talking about?
The blob. What was that guy's name?
Joe Judge?
The one who benched Eli and cost him his streak.
No, oh man, who was that? Something with an M.
Ben McAdoo.
That's it. Yeah, that guy.
Ben McAdoo.
He was.
Oh, the Giants go through them, don't they? Giants and the Jets both. Why is it so hard to win there?
Bad ownership.
Joe Judge is coaching somewhere in college, isn't he? I thought, like, as a coordinator or something.
I think he's on North Carolina staff with Belichick.
Yeah, he might be.
Joe Judge.
No, he's with Ole Miss, right? He was under Kiffin. He stayed there. He's one of the holdovers.
He's a quarterback's coach for Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right. I thought he was with Belichick. I guess not.
I mean, the Giants won 2 Super Bowls with Eli. It's not like the Jets is the one. I mean, good grief. They went to 3 AFC championship games, I believe, in a row with Mark Sanchez as quarterback. But damn, that's been 20 years.
They've been to what? 1 Super Bowl, right, with Namath?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's it.
It's the first one.
They won it.
Yep.
A lot of people think the fix was in.
I had a Joe Namath action figure when I was a kid.
Nice.
Did you play with it?
Yeah, of course.
You
Because
played with dolls.
it was in the
Action figures.
It was an action
Not
figure.
doll action figures.
Come on,
please.
Bear.
And he had the Jets uniform.
Damn doll. I don't
But then he
know.
also had, like, you could get him in the mink coat, do some other stuff, because he was a fashion
It
plate.
does sound kind of like a doll now.
That was awesome.
And the pantyhose.
No, they didn't do that.
You didn't play with action figures, Bear?
No.
G.I. Joes?
You didn't have G.I. Joes?
No, I really didn't.
I've still
G.I.
got
Joes
them.
were awesome.
I'm going to bring my G.I. Joes
I
in.
love those.
My mom gave them to me. They're in a box, a shoe box. Got all my G.I. Joes, man. I used to play with them all the time.
Yeah. I had some G.I. Joes growing up.
You have the ones with the lifelike hair. Remember that?
No, like I didn't have the ones that stood up. I mean, I'm talking about
Handheld.
like 3
tiny.
inches,
Ow.
and their legs would move around. Loved
Yeah.
those things, man.
Yeah,
They were
you get them to fight each other.
Yeah,
It
you
was
get them to
great.
set up battles, do wars and
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Guys
Awesome.
jumping off tables on top of it.
It was great. It's like I never had them, but it's what old wrestling action figures would do. You ever
Had
get
some of
into
those too. Those gummy, you put
Like
your
WWE
Hillbilly
action
Jim and Hulk Hogan.
Oh, yeah.
This reminds me of something I heard last
Thumb
week.
wrestlers is what they call them.
When we were at the peak of the Fernando Mendoza love, somebody on social media, it might have been Jake Crane, I don't know, somebody posted that Mendoza's the type of guy that he probably lets his animal crackers fight each other before he eats them.
I don't even know what that means.
Well, like plays with them, like
Got to touch the tism.
yeah.
That's what's been insinuated about him.
Big LinkedIn guy, Fernando Mendoza.
Yeah, I saw that.
He's getting like a partnership with them
Yep.
now.
Yeah, he's
Big networking guy.
he is he is definitely out there building his brand.
Doing the right
It's
things.
it's in a good way. His place.
Oh yeah.
He's not a sociopath like the guy in Baton Rouge.
Well, that's true.
Michael on the YouTube chat says Memorial Gym is awful, hard to get around, crappy concessions, and tiny restrooms.
I've been there one time for a game as a spectator, and I didn't mind it, honestly. But
This is
it was because of the novelty of it. Maybe it'd be like, okay, I'm not sure I'd want to go to a bunch of games there.
Yeah.
Is this George's gym you're talking about?
No.
Memorial Gym.
Oh,
Memorial.
Vandy's? Ugh, I don't know.
You been in there?
Yeah, I've been to a game in there. I just can't get over the court being above the floor.
I believe
It freaks me out.
Some of my favorite basketball coaching quotes. I think it was Patino who said, "There's no more helpless feeling in coaching than watching your team run away from you at Memorial Gymnasium."
Yeah, that's it.
So weird.
Holston says A&M's gym is nice. Reed Arena, never been down there. Doesn't look like much on TV, I got to
No,
say.
it doesn't. I think Stegman, maybe it's the lighting. It looks like an okay high school gym to me.
Yeah, the lighting in that place on TV, it looks really strange on TV.
The floor looks cheap.
They have a gray court this year?
Georgia?
Well, maybe the lighting gives you that illusion. No, I don't think so.
Georgia's court is ugly.
Yeah, well, it looks like it's bad lacquer on the floor. There's something.
There's something going on. I don't know what kind of lighting they're using, what kind of bulbs or whatever, but they need to change them.
There are some bad courts in college basketball.
Yeah, I mean, it's very blue.
Get Bear down to Athens. He'll just show up. So I want to give you some thoughts about
your gym.
Yeah, Georgia's court is gray this year.
It's bad. It doesn't look good.
Yeah, I just...
It's even worse than those god-awful lights.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as Oregon's.
Oregon's is the worst one I've seen.
I think Oregon's now. See, I think that's kind of cool. Honestly,
no, Bob, it's not. It
TCU has a gray court now too. They've got the
purple.
Oregon's got the trees and stuff, right?
Yeah, there are too many trees.
I want the state back, Russ, on ours.
I'm with you, buddy. I'm with you. I mean, part of me thought Danny might push for that because he's brought back the letters on the stadium and. That's kind of his thing. Is like listen to the fans. See, look at that. It's a great court.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's bad.
All right, stay with us, but no state on the court yet. Stay tuned. Hour number 3 of The Drive coming up.
The Drive.
The voluntary reaction. As soon as the UT game is over, tune in to Fan Run Radio's post-game free-for-all. Featuring instant analysis from your favorite Fan Run radio hosts and your phone calls. All the joy, all the rage, all the passion. Win or lose, it's must-hear radio. The voluntary reaction. Raw, unfiltered, real.
Dick's House of Sport at Westtown Mall is a destination devoted to sport, and it's your destination for exclusive events and experiences. Come visit a store like no other. Check out our 40-foot rock wall, golf performance center, HitTrax batting cage, and outdoor turf field. You can now rent our space for private events and birthday parties. Learn more about our events and exclusive product launches on Facebook and Instagram at Dick's House of Sport KNX. Dick's House of Sport, proud partner of Tennessee Athletics.
Smoky Mountain Brewery is the place to be for game day. From the moment you walk in, it's wall-to-wall big screens, making Smoky Mountain Brewery the perfect place to watch the Vols or your favorite team in action. With locations in Turkey Creek, Maryville, Pigeon Forge, and Gatlinburg, you're never far away from a great time at Smoky Mountain Brewery. Try one of their world-famous microbrews like Black Bear Ale, Mountain Light, or Cherokee Ale. Juicy burgers, wings that bring the heat, and delicious handmade pizzas made with hand-tossed crust from the freshest ingredients and their own special sauce from a secret recipe, topped off with hand-grated cheese and farm-fresh toppings. And don't forget, those famous microbrews are also available in kegs for your next party or in 6-packs and growlers to go. So grab your crew and head to Smoky Mountain Brewery and tell them Fan Run Radio sent you. Smoky Mountain Brewery. Eat local, eat good.
At Knoxville Insurance Group, they understand the challenges many consumers face when searching for insurance coverage. That's why whether it's for you, your family, or your business, they create a coverage plan specifically for your unique needs. Knoxville Insurance Group is an independent firm, which means they aren't beholden to just one insurance company. They search multiple companies, acting as your negotiator to find you the best possible policy and price. Start a quote in minutes at KnoxvilleInsuranceGroup.com or call them today at 865-694-9788.
Have you ever found yourself wishing your clothes looked brand new again? Whether it's your favorite suit, that little black dress, or your comfy winter coat, Crown Cleaners can make it happen. From stubborn stains to delicate fabrics, the expert team at Crown Cleaners uses the latest cleaning technology to ensure your clothes come back looking and feeling fresh. Visit one of their 2 area locations, Kingston Pike on Bearden Hill or South North Shore Drive near Dunkin' Donuts. Online at crowncleaners.com. Crown Cleaners, a tradition of excellence.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville. Fan Run Radio.
Men all around Knoxville are celebrating the difference Men's Pro has made in their life. I'm Evan Bass, founder of The Clinic. If you're struggling with ED, we want you to be able to celebrate as well. As men, we hate going to the doctor, but Men's Pro was designed to take care of men like you better. These things can get worse if untreated, but you're not alone. The medical support team at Men's Pro has your back. Today's the day to feel alive again. ED, performance issues, enhancement. We've effectively helped men jumpstart their performance comprehensively and with proven medication dialed in just for you. With same-day booking, you can meet our passionate team, and under guidance from our medical provider, you could leave with a plan that changes your life. The number one thing we hear guys say is, I forgot how I used to feel. Guys, it's time to feel amazing and crush this new year. Call my team right now and let us treat you to an unforgettable experience. Dial 865-544-8220 or go to menspronknoxville.com.
It's time for The Drive's Top 5 at 5.
Quitting time on your Tuesday, 5 o'clock here on Fan Run Radio. Top 5 at 5 is brought to you today by ECR Total Landscapes. Walker Smith, hit it.
At number 1, according to a report from On3, Tennessee basketball is one of the top 10 most watched teams in the country this season.
Hang the damn banner. Do it.
Using statistics from Nielsen through January 18th, 2026, the Vols came in at number 9 on the list. That's the third highest mark of any SEC team, trailing only Arkansas and Kentucky.
People love the Vols. Can't look away.
We're nationwide.
They're just in a lot of big games.
Could be worldwide.
Yeah, they're just in a lot of big games, man. You had big games on Feast Week with Kansas and Houston that a lot of people watched, and then some big Saturday games against Kentucky that didn't go our way, and Alabama that did go our way. So Arkansas probably too. A lot of people probably saw that one. So congratulations on the scheduling there. Rick Barnes and staff doing a good job.
Well, it's just, we're also, when you're playing, when you get up to that, sorry, I can't remember what I was going to say. Completely just lost my train of thought.
Amtrak of thought has derailed.
Yeah, it completely
Do you hate when that happens?
I hate it so much.
Meanwhile, certain athletic directors looking at those rankings thinking, how can we get all these games on pay-per-view?
Let's go.
On Danny Vision.
Yeah.
Just when we thought we were done with pay-per-view, Danny White brings it right back.
Yes.
Oh, man. At number 2, Tennessee football 2026 signees, quarterback Faison Brandon and wide receiver TK Keys are not listed as 5 stars on the final 2026 Rivals 300 rankings.
It's an outrage.
Braden is ranked as the number 2 and number 9 overall player according to 24/7 and ESPN, but is outside the top 30 on the updated Rivals rankings. Keys is the number 10 overall player by 247 and ESPN. Both players are consensus 5 stars on all major outlets except Rivals.
I like how Walker is, he has pivoted to the name that Tristan Keys wants to go by, TK Keys.
That's what it was in the article, TK. Yep. I like it better, TK Keys.
So Hypo calls him.
It's a good name.
Yep.
Think TK makes an impact this year?
I think we see him a little bit, kind of the way we saw Mike Matthews that first year. Like, we'll see him in spots, but he won't be consistently in Mike Matthews' spot probably. But he's going to be pretty much exactly what Mike Matthews was that first year.
I mean, looking down the road, you got to line up here in a year or two, assuming Staley and Matthews leave after this next year, which maybe you don't. I mean, they've got Staley will be a sophomore, redshirt sophomore, and Mike will be a junior. But with big years, they both could be early defections.
Yeah, they could be draft guys, especially if Staley blows up again.
Radarius Jackson, Travis Smith, and Tristan Keys as your wide receivers here in a couple of years. It's pretty good if you can hold on to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just gonna have recruiting. You're just gonna have to pay the money to keep them.
All of those guys, high school recruits, by the way.
Yeah, which goes back to what we were talking earlier. Like, people think high school recruiting is going away, but you still want to bring those guys in the building, so they are in your program. And if you find out they're worth it and worth the money, you're the first ones to be able to be there and be like, hey, we want to pay you to keep you around. We see what you're doing. We know what you can be. All that type of stuff. At number 3, the Titans have received a commitment from Brian Daboll to become their next offensive coordinator per multiple sources. He is in Nashville right now to sign after he interviewed with the Raiders for a second time earlier today, but is now set to be paired up with Cam Ward.
We are so back.
You got the defense and the offense. You got the right coaches, it feels like.
Titans win the AFC South this year?
The AFC South is sneaky good now.
I wonder how much influence Daboll will have now. I'm sure he's thinking, man, I'd love to pair Cam up with an elite receiver.
Yeah, I don't know what is available out there in free agency.
I mean, he's not like a tier 1 wide receiver 1, but we go a long way. Get the dog, and then the problem is Jeremiah Smith. I wish he was coming out this year.
I mean, I know the defense is likely where they might head. Carnell Tate would be nice, man.
Yeah.
He'd be really
I'm
nice.
guessing that's what Daboll will be pushing for.
Yep.
Yeah, even if you don't get a receiver this year, like from what it looks like, the draft at 27 for receivers looks like it's going to be pretty deep if you just look at the prospects on it. So if you want to wait and get a young guy then, do that. Or go out and, if you really want to make a splash, go out and see what the asking price is for like a Garrett Wilson on the Jets or another guy on a worse team.
Elikiah Manor and Chimere Dike flash pretty good as rookies, so I would expect them to continue to develop as well.
Maybe Calvin Ridley gets a little healthier.
Yeah, I'm not entirely certain of his status, but I've seen there's a lot of like uncertainty of whether or not he might be a cap casualty.
Yeah, you just cut him and take the cap hit, or
yeah, well, he hasn't been healthy. He hasn't been that good when he's out there.
You guys did that to someone at the beginning of this year? Was it Burks?
Yeah,
who has been just hurt and you had to cut him.
Had to cut him.
It's a tough way to live.
You guys released Tyler Lockett too, right?
Yeah, I forgot he had that quick cup of coffee with them.
Mm-hmm. Where did Treylon Burks went to Washington, right?
Yeah, because he caught a touchdown in one of their games, like a great play.
Yeah, it was like an amazing catch, right?
Yeah, and everybody was the Titans fans were feeling that one. I think that was a Monday night game or a Thursday night game or something. It's like, oh man, this is my nightmare
every time. And at number 4, the Buffalo Bills have promoted offensive coordinator Joe Brady to head coach on a 5-year deal. Brady has been with the organization since 2022, initially joining the staff as the team's quarterback coach. He was the offensive coordinator for the Carolina Panthers for 2 years and the passing game wide receivers coach at LSU during the team's 2019 championship season.
Joe Brady putting on the big headset now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He and Josh Allen going to take the Bills all the way to Super Bowl. New stadium coming online for them next year.
Yes, sir. They're selling the troughs from Highmark Stadium.
Look good in your man cave, man.
It would.
Like a trough or like the
troughs in the bathroom.
Piss trough.
Piss trough.
No, I know that. I'm saying I didn't know if it was that or a urinal, like an upright urinal.
No, I think just the troughs.
Are they enamel or are they stainless steel?
You know, Bear, I don't know. I didn't quite look that one up.
Because if they're enamel,
it's a lot of stuff's old. It's kind of
there's a lot of use you could get out of that.
It's true.
Big chili bake.
Have your friends over.
Yeah.
Let's get a trough from here.
Let's all go together.
Let's put a trough in one of the bathrooms here.
Yeah, let's do that, Walker.
Why
it's
not?
A great idea.
More efficient.
Is it enamel or stainless steel?
I'm just curious. They used to be all enamel.
Of course, they used to be.
Porcelain.
Yeah. And at number 5, the Wienermobiles are coming back for a bite at the Brickyard in May. Oscar Mayer announced all 6 of its famed street-ready vehicles will compete for the second straight year at Indianapolis Motor Speedway's historic 2.5-mile track. The Weenie 500 is scheduled for May 22nd during the track's annual Carburation Day festivities. Each Wienermobile will feature toppings representing an American regional favorite while carrying custom decals. Drivers will don hot dogger racing suits while the iconic Wiener song plays and the champ drives into the Wiener Circle.
You know how the Wiener song goes?
No.
Really?
I don't actually.
Really?
Not that. Oh yeah, no, I did actually. I don't.
I were an Oscar Mayer Wiener.
I know the first line. That's it.
See, my question is, if you're in this thing, man, I am getting on the horn with somebody in the Kannapolis area of North Carolina. I'm dropping something nasty in my Wienermobile and gonna scorch everybody.
Dropping something nasty.
Yeah, like a real NASCAR engine in the damn thing.
You'd be out there
tune it up,
rubbing and racing in the Wienermobile.
Yeah.
The thing is, they did this last year.
First time.
Yeah, and I was, Carb Day. The reason they can get away, Carb Day. The reason you can get away with that, Carb Day is just a big drunk fest, is all it is.
Oh,
I mean, everybody's just there drinking,
Drank beer.
and there's concerts, and
Still like beer.
it's just a big reason to take the day off and day drink, and nobody cares about the Wiener race. That's all.
Did you go to the Wiener race, though?
Well, we're inside, so it's happening.
They're just more interested.
Yeah, it's happening, but I didn't pay a whole lot of attention.
Bob and his
to it.
friends like the alcohol.
Well, yeah,
who doesn't?
It's a holiday weekend.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
Carb Day. How loud are those cars in person?
Very loud.
Did you say there are 6
Yeah, there's
Oscar
6
Mayer? There's 6 of them. Because
there's 6
I
of
feel
them.
like I see these a lot.
These
Is
over
it just
Food
one of
City.
the 6?
There you
I'll
go.
see them just out on the interstate, just driving it. You ever encounter
I don't
the
know.
Oscar Mayer Wienermobile?
I've never
yes.
seen it in person.
Really? I see them. I feel like I see them all the time.
I didn't know they were anything outside of this race. That's a thing. Like they just
Oh,
drive
yeah.
around.
The
It's a
Wienermobile.
promotional
I
thing.
don't.
You ever seen the Wienermobile, Bob?
Yeah, no,
He was
I was
at
just
the
going to say I was loosely involved in something we did for a branded entertainment piece for Oscar Mayer with Taylor Swift when she was just getting her start. She
There's
was,
this weekly mic drop, humble brag moment.
she was just
Did you get to meet T Swizzle?
no, did not.
Did you get to drive the Wienermobile?
No, as much as I'd like to. What Walker was talking about is they also do a bunch of themes at the race.
Yes.
Like there's a Chicago dog and a Southwest dog, and still waste your time.
I think you may have said, it may have been you. You don't think she's that attractive, right? Is that you?
Oh, Taylor?
I mean, she's obviously a pretty girl, but like I don't get what all the hubbub is about.
I mean, you living here in Knoxville, I usually, on average, during the course of a couple of days, you'll see.
She's a 7 at best.
Yeah. I got a friend that called her a Texas 5.
Okay.
Wow.
Or was it 6? It wasn't higher than the 6.
What's a Texas 5 or 6?
Taylor Swift.
The implication is that women are hotter in Texas.
Yeah.
Okay.
You subscribe to that theory? Have you ever been to Texas?
No. That's the next place I want to go.
Texas?
My bucket list. Yeah.
That's the next place you want to go?
Yeah, I'd like to go to Austin. What I'd really like to do is go see pick a really good high school football. Like I'd like to go to Permian.
I'd like to go on, like, I'm sure they do. I'd like to do one of those city slickers, like cowboy things, and like ride across the Western Plain like I'm in Lonesome Dove or something. Just
a good way to get bit by a rattlesnake.
A couple of horses. You have a guide, have a guy take you through there and set up some tents and stuff, and camp out under the stars like you're on an old-fashioned cattle drive.
And you wake up with a strange weight on your chest, and then you realize that it's rattling.
Well, that can happen in your own home.
What are you going to do, man? You're going to take a chance. You got to stay in your safe little room in your bed the rest of your life. Get out there and take a chance, man. Explore.
about to say, there's so many beautiful places in this country, and you would want to go see a high school football game in Texas.
There's a lot of beautiful places.
When
to
you
go
say
see
it like
in
that,
Texas.
Walker, it is. I do feel like you're setting your goals a little low here.
I mean, the high school football, that would be fun if that was like if you were like independently wealthy and you had like one of those, but you just go traveling. It'd be fun. I don't know. Cody said driving across Texas was a lot of fun.
It's not.
It's. I mean, it's
That's
just
a
big
lie.
and flat, man.
It is not fun driving across Texas.
Well, now I know there's like all these small towns that you can drive through where they've got these places with incredible food. Eat my way across
There's
Texas.
a whole lot of nothing driving across Texas.
Texas orange cinnamon or big orange.
I've never been
frosted donuts.
in the west part, but it's a
bad.
different terrain. Like it's not bad.
It's barren.
I enjoyed it.
It's
I wouldn't want to do it all the time. Like I get what you're saying. Like you went to Arizona State, so you had to drive across it all the time, and it must have just taken forever. But like if you're going on the Great American Road trip, like there's something to be said. Like I always wanted to drive across Texas, like through the desert. What do they call it? Route 66 or whatever.
Route 66.
Is that a thing?
Yes.
Yeah, the one that Cars is based off of goes from like the Northeast all the way down to California.
I'd love to do
or something.
that. I think that. But my nightmare is getting stranded, like broke down in the desert.
Oh, it's terrifying. Driving through some of those places, it is literally 20 miles
Desolate.
before you see anything.
Yeah, but they give you fair warning. It's last
Yeah.
gasp for the next. There used to be. I don't know if it's still there. There was a place when it used to be when you were coming to Knoxville from I think Birmingham, but there was a spot where it was like there's no exit for the next 25 miles. So
it's not bad. I mean, like
unless you break down like 12 and a half miles into it.
I mean, a 12 and a half mile walk, yeah, it's long. It's going to take all day. It's going to be arduous, but it can be done. I mean,
well, yeah,
it's not the end of the world. Got to do what you got to do to survive.
Just saying. No, I only did like driving across Texas through I-20, which is what takes you through like Dallas, right across the state to El Paso. That's a tough drive. I bet it's cooler drive like if you go through Austin, go down to Houston. There's probably ways you can make it.
I'll tell you the worst drive, and I've had to do this a lot. I'm not sure if I think it's 10. It's 20 or 10 that goes from Atlanta all the way across Georgia, all the way across Alabama, all the way across Mississippi, across Louisiana, and through Dallas. I've done that before. That sucks. That's a whole bunch of nothing.
Yeah.
That's the absolute worst drive I've ever made.
That's a bad one. I haven't done that one, but I've heard farther south you go with the interstates, less you see.
The Top 5 at 5 is brought to you today by our friends at ECR Total Landscapes. If you've got a problem tree looming over your home, that's what a problem tree does. It doesn't just stay there.
It looms.
It looms.
Loom's got a lot of negative
ominously.
connotations.
Yeah, it's a negative word. It's not a good thing. If you've got looming trees, call it ECR Total Landscapes. They'll come and get that tree down. And if you mention Fan Run Radio, now through the end of March, they will grind the stump for free. Call today to set up your free estimate. I did. It's certainly well worth the time and money. Their number is 865-384-2012. Tell them Fan Run sent you for the free stump grinding on any tree removal now through the end of March online at ECRTotalLandscapes.com. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll come right back. Your phone calls, 865-966-3435 if you want to jump in. Bob's got a basketball quiz for us we need to get to this hour. A lot to do. Stay tuned. More Fan Run Radio coming up.
The Drive.
The flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is Fan Run Radio.
Citizens National Bank.
Life is more fun with a Good Life checking account from Citizens National Bank, offering extra benefits including bank travel. This September, experience the perfect fall getaway on the New England Rails and Sails Tour, or join CNB in October to chase the Northern Lights in Iceland. Get in on the fun by calling 865-429-7935.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Are you ready to show off that confident, radiant smile you've always dreamed of? Well, here at Knoxville Smiles, we're ready to turn your dream into a reality. At Knoxville Smiles, we're more than just a dental practice. We're your partners in achieving optimum oral health. From routine cleanings and checkups to advanced cosmetics and restorative procedures, we offer a wide range of services in an environment that makes every visit a positive and comfortable experience. At Knoxville Smiles, it's about more than just treatments. We're focused on creating a welcoming environment where you feel like family. Our state-of-the-art facilities are designed with your comfort in mind, and our friendly staff is always ready to address your questions and concerns. Don't wait any longer to achieve a beautiful smile you deserve. Schedule your appointment at Knoxville Smiles today and take that first step towards a healthier, happier you. Call us at 865-539-1776 to book your appointment today, or just visit our website at knoxvillesmiles.com.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair wants to make sure your vehicle is as ready as you are. The last thing you want to do is spend your time on the side of the road waiting on a tow truck. No. Schedule an appointment at Matlock Tire to have your vehicle checked out before you go. Tires and batteries, belts and hoses, fluids and filters, even the AC. Visit Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair in Lenoir City, Athens, Maryville, and Kingston Pike in West Knoxville. Schedule your appointment online at MatlockTireService.com. Matlock Tire, keeping you on the road since 1953.
Vol fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Fan Run Radio, the drive continues. It's a Tuesday afternoon edition of the show. It's cold outside the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios.
It's a bit chilly in here.
It'll be getting colder here later. You guys go out when it gets like down in the teens or even single digits like it did last night? You go out just to kind of experience it, get a sense of it, feel it?
I'll step outside for a second.
I took my dog out for a quick walk last night, and across the street, a couple doors down in their backyard, somebody was out back with a fire.
Coach Barnes?
No. No, but it was like, I'm as big a fan of a nice little fire as anybody, but it's too cold for that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like, come on, man, you're out of your mind.
I don't know. How big was the fire? If it's big enough. Big enough fire, you can sit out there.
Hey, what's your
how big would it have to be?
Yeah, what kind of diameter are you talking about?
I mean, last night's weather.
Yeah,
I mean, not taller than this desk, but I mean, it would have to be a pretty substantial fire.
This one didn't look that substantial.
I'm not talking about
fire.
like
fire pit fire.
2 or 3 logs on a fire pit ain't going to do it.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm just looking at it going, man.
Yeah,
and I'm
like
warm-blooded typically. I mean, it takes a lot for me to get that cold.
No, I didn't. Once I got home last night, I didn't leave the house till this morning.
Did you see the former Vikings player that went out for a walk in Minneapolis? And it was like it was like 20 below or something. But he's like, I lived here in Minnesota all my life. I'm going for a walk. And he took a picture of himself just to like tweet out on social media or whatever. And he's just all bundled up and his like brow is freezing and all this stuff. He's like, I wanted to go walk. Of course, he got all this feedback from people, like thought he was at a protest and they either liked it or didn't like it. And so everybody had to have an opinion. He's like, I'm just going for a walk.
Yeah, just former Viking player. I remember Bud,
old guy.
Bud Grant.
That was the coach. Was it Alan Page
or Carl?
Yes,
Eller?
yeah, Alan Page. Yeah,
Page. Yeah,
he's a former. Either him or Eller. One was a Minnesota Supreme Court justice.
Page.
Who was it? Grant was the old coach.
Yeah, Bud Grant.
He wore shirt sleeves, and he was like 98 when they.
They were playing when they were building the new stadium. Remember the Vikings played at the University of Minnesota's?
Mm-hmm.
Remember they had a couple playoff games there?
A damn
There
Seahawks game where the ground was, I mean, it was just.
Yeah, somebody missed a chip shot field goal at the end.
Yeah.
To win. But anyway, like it was
Seahawks.
It was like 4 degrees kickoff for that game. And they bring Bud Grant out there. He's like 97 years old. He comes out there in just a polo.
Short sleeve,
Vikings
sleeves, coaching shirt.
Get everybody fired up.
Those dudes played out in it. That's how they got to 4 Super Bowls in a row. They kept getting home field advantage, and then nobody could go up there and beat him. It's too cold.
Let's get Roberto in here. Roberto, you're on the drive, Fan Run Radio.
I can attest. I actually was in Minneapolis on Friday. Our flight got slightly delayed here, which caused me to have to stay in Minneapolis a little bit on Friday. And it was negative 35 on the jet bridge walking into the airport. Negative 35.
I flew into there the last time I went out. I flew into Minneapolis, and this was June, mind you.
It was probably 20,
and it was freezing. Like as soon as I hit the jetway, I was like, I should be in something more than shorts and a long sleeve.
It's 11 degrees right now in Minneapolis with a feels like of 4, and the low tonight is 0.
It's actually pretty warm. I mean, it really was. The wind chill was negative 35 on Friday, and it was so cold that one of the plane, actually our second plane, got delayed and then canceled because a guy that was working on the plane had a cardiac event and died because it was so cold. Real story.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cold. But anyways, and then I finally get to LAX after reroute, and I learned a new phrase this week, guys, and you were already referencing it. I don't think you knew it because you said, Bear, you said a Texas 5, which made me laugh, by the way. Apparently girls on the West Coast call Southern girls SEC pretty. Have you heard this?
I've heard that. I heard that at school, Arizona State.
What the hell is that?
Is that derogatory?
That's supposed to mean from those skanks out there.
No. Hey.
What?
Uncalled for.
It's the opposite of derogatory. It's actually a compliment.
Yes.
As in one of the girls that was out there, I was at an event with my wife, and she said, I just want to look like your wife. She's SEC pretty. So take that for what it's worth. I was like, oh, wow, what a compliment. So in that vein, I want to bring this up. Taylor Swift is an SEC 4. And the truth is, the SEC pretty you want is Lainey Wilson.
This is your fault,
And I've
Bob.
got to meet her.
You brought up Taylor Swift. This is all on you.
You did do this.
Bob, this is on you.
Okay.
And Lainey Wilson, I would like to propose to the Council of Elders that we strike Ozempic from the record because look what it took from us. You seen that? Have you seen what's happened to her posterior?
What?
Look what it took from us, guys.
Who is? I don't know.
You don't know who Lainey Wilson is,
Oh,
Bear?
you're talking about Lainey Wilson.
Are you?
Yeah.
You don't know who that is?
I'm assuming through social cues that she's some type of entertainer.
She's a country
music
artist.
star.
Oh.
She's one of the most beautiful women on planet Earth, and his country is cornbread. She's a rodeo queen, too, and absolutely a stunner, in person and on TV. I had the chance to meet her through my wife's organization a couple years ago. Sweet gal, too. Only question I have about sports. What is the vibe about the basketball team? Because I couldn't tune in after the game because I was so busy this weekend. Since we beat Alabama, the vibe amongst the SEC and specifically Tennessee fans where I was in California was very, 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 very high. And like all of a sudden, Nate Ament is the holy risen savior and everything's great. What is the vibe here? And I'll hang up and listen.
I think that vibes are, I wouldn't say they're sky high, but I think people are guardedly optimistic. That might be the word, the term to use about the team. That maybe we've seen this happen before where, a Barnes team kind of finds themselves and just in the nick of time. We'll see. We'll see tomorrow night. As far as Nate goes, I think we all agree. I think Nate's turned a corner. Does that mean he's going to be, like Shump said earlier, getting 29 a game? No, but he's averaged 22 in the past 4 games. So, I mean, we could get that from him, 21, 22 a game. I would take that.
Yeah. I'm looking at this Lainey Wilson. I'm not denying she's a beautiful girl, but Rush, you know, somewhere in this world, on this planet,
here it comes.
There's some dude that's tired of listening to her talk.
What, dude?
And no matter, there's one for every woman. I guarantee you. It's just scientific fact. Am I lying, Russ?
I don't want to be on your side of this.
Yeah, you do. No. It's where you are. On my side, you're over here with me.
You're just tactless. I don't understand why you're just voluntarily walking out into this minefield and you wouldn't say on air what you said in the group text.
We're not
about
talking
Mina
about that
Kimes.
group text. I didn't say it specifically about Mina Kimes, and we're not talking about it.
That's true. You were generalizing.
Hey, are we changing the rules and anything stated in the group chat is fair game for the show? We all say some off outrageous.
No, that's
stuff
why.
in
That's
there.
why I haven't broken your that trust.
You better not. I've got screenshots of some stuff you've said over the years, buddy.
Whoa,
Mutually
we're
assured
talking screenshots.
discretion or destruction.
What are we doing?
Discretion works for me as well.
What are we doing?
I was saying what you said about her is not really any worse than anything you just said a few moments ago about men and.
What'd you call the West Coast girls? Skanks.
Yeah, but I was making sure they weren't throwing off on Southern girls.
You didn't even know what they were talking about yet.
I still don't really get SEC pretty.
I get it. They're saying that like pristine. You know, it sounded like it was a compliment.
They're saying we got babes down here.
Yeah,
we do.
Pretty good. I mean, Brian Wilson said he wishes they could all be California girls.
It's just different out there.
I keep seeing this Ron White clip that keeps popping up onto my feeds about, and I will butcher it if I tried, but the joke is the reason California's so many beautiful people out there is like they're the movie stars came out here, they had beautiful people, and then they met other beautiful people and had beautiful babies and so forth, all this stuff. He's like, and right now the exact opposite thing is happening in Kansas.
Bear is tickled.
It's
terrible.
Look it up. I'll find it. Send it to you boys. It's a great bit. Bob, you got to. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, just very quickly.
Yes.
My wife asked me last night, Bear. She said, "What was going on with Bear talking about biting a women's basketball?"
You're having a rough week so far, buddy. It's only 2 days in.
I'm just saying,
if you've been very misogynistic.
If she were to attack me,
you said you'd bite her on the nose.
That was the first thing you said you would do is bite her on the nose.
You wouldn't work up to that. You wouldn't try a couple of chokeholds first, maybe a restraint
afraid
move.
she'd hurt me.
Maybe a punch after that. You're just going to go right to biting her nose off.
At my age and physical condition, I'm looking to end it quickly.
Well, I kind of get that because you saw the pictures. Like I said yesterday, man, she'd mess you up.
She'd beat you
man.
up.
Yeah.
If she could withstand the first 20 seconds of
life without a nose,
incredibly over the top violent outburst. Yeah. Anything past 45 seconds to a minute, I'm a dead man. I ain't kidding. I'm not kidding myself. Damn 9-year-old whipped my ass right now.
Quote it,
Bob.
Did I offend the Mrs. B?
No, I don't know about that. She's just kind
offend might not be the right word. Astound, amaze,
disappoint.
Disappoint.
She's one of my favorite people. I see her. She's always super nice.
And now all she's going to think about is you biting this poor girl's nose.
Whatever the heck he said about Mina Kimes.
I mean, Bob, quit bringing it up. I mean, you're older than a little bit older than me. I mean, some 20-something-year-old, male or female, college athletes coming after you. You do what you got to do, man. That's all I was saying.
Yeah.
She does look rather violent. I looked her up last night.
She's tough, man. Because again, Sue remembered her vividly from that tournament game last season where she was like trying to pick fights with Lady Vols, and at the end of the game at the handshake line, she wouldn't do it.
Ruby should have kicked her in the knee.
Oh,
Come on.
Somebody cut his mic off.
Yeah.
It's just so violent, so mean.
All right.
Bob's got a quiz for us.
Yeah, this is compliments of the guys from the Next Round. If you're familiar with them, they do a radio show down in SEC country. Birmingham, yeah. They do a nice job. They put this together yesterday, and I thought it was kind of fun. They talked about the top, I guess, let me count here, 5, 10, 15, 20. Top 25 teams and who has the most wins against ranked teams. This is in college basketball in the last 10 seasons, so the last decade.
Oh, we're one of them.
We are one of
Tennessee.
them. I'm not going to tell you where we rank yet.
Gonzaga.
So we're looking for 10, the most wins against ranked teams the last 10 years.
Most wins against ranked teams in the last 10 years, college basketball.
Arkansas.
Gonzaga doesn't play enough ranked
No.
teams. They play in the West Coast Conference.
They play quite a schedule, though, besides their
Are
conference.
they on
That's
there?
what I was thinking.
Gonzaga.
Yes.
Okay.
Gonzaga is number 10 on the list.
Okay. Let's see if we can't nail number one here.
Yeah, try to nail number one. And think about just, brands and
Kansas.
Duke.
Walker got it. Kansas. 62.
Yeah.
62 top 10
Himself,
wins.
man. He's-
Or no, ranked wins in the last 10 seasons. Sorry.
Big 12 is
Yeah.
quietly one of the better basketball conferences.
I think that's the part you have to think about is a lot of these
conference
teams
style.
are tough. Well, they're conference, but also what they do in the non-conference. A lot of
Yes.
these teams take on all comers. And so,
Yeah.
That's why we're on there, I would imagine.
yeah. So number one is Kansas. Who do we think number two is?
Duke.
Bear got it. Duke is number two
Duke is Duke.
with 51 wins. So not even close really to Kansas. They're 11 behind Kansas.
UConn.
UConn is not in the top 10. They are around, they're 17th.
Arizona.
Arizona is 15th.
Wow.
Number 3. And no, actually, it's a tie for second with Duke. by the way.
Purdue.
Purdue is number 4.
Purdue.
Michigan.
Michigan is number 6.
Okay. Michigan State.
Actually, Michigan's number 7. And Walker got it. Tied for second. Michigan State.
Auburn.
Auburn is number 19.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so how many do we have left?
Bruce didn't really take out, like he kind of spun his wheels the first 3 or 4 years
He did.
there.
So we've got the top 4 named: Kansas, Duke, Michigan State, Purdue.
Houston.
They've
got to be on there, man.
Houston's down near the bottom.
Yeah.
No, it's taken a
They
while.
were in the
still.
They were in the
Oh,
American.
yeah, because they're in the American.
But they're on this list. They are 20. I said top 25. It's top 30. They're like 26.
Carolina.
Carolina is number 8, surprisingly.
They've kind of slipped recently.
Yeah.
Where do we think Tennessee is? We've already gone through the top 4.
At number 5?
No.
6.
They're number 6.
Okay.
Damn.
Baylor is number 5, just 1 win ahead of
Yeah.
Tennessee.
Wow, okay.
Baylor has
Makes
46 wins. Tennessee has
Got Drew.
45.
Yeah.
Tennessee is the highest ranked SEC team in this listing.
Yeah, man.
Go.
But if of course, everybody's going to say, "Well, should
Rick
talk
Barnes
to me."
is too old.
Talk to me when we get to a Final Four. But they're who's the second ranked SEC team in this list behind Tennessee?
Florida.
Nope.
No.
Kentucky.
Nope.
Alabama.
Alabama.
Wow.
They've been.
Yeah.
They've been good for a minute.
Yeah.
Florida and Kentucky are tied. In the top. They're like 15th, tied for 15th. So as far as SEC schools in this list, you have Tennessee, followed by Alabama, followed by Texas now. Now they're SEC, followed by Florida, Kentucky, Auburn, Oklahoma, and that's it. There's 7 teams from the SEC in this list.
Did we get all the top 10?
No, we haven't done that. We're at number 6.
Michigan State.
No, Walker said Michigan State at 3, or tied for second.
I thought he said Michigan.
No.
Michigan is 7. I said it before. I think you said.
Yeah, Michigan is 7. Okay. So now 8, 9, 10.
UConn.
UConn is not there. We talked about them earlier.
Oh.
We've already said a couple. Oh.
Give me a conference.
SEC. That gives it away.
Oh.
Arkansas.
Alabama.
Arkansas's not on this
I thought
list.
we already had Alabama.
No.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Did we say Purdue?
Yeah, they're 4.
4, okay.
Number 9. ACC.
Clemson.
Louisville.
Actually, there are 3 teams tied for 8th. Alabama's one of them. Who are the other 2?
It's an ACC team?
An ACC and an SEC.
Tied with Alabama.
Oh, are we missing? It's not Louisville?
ACC.
No.
Virginia.
Nope.
Ooh, that's a good guess, Walker.
Florida State.
Nope.
It's not Miami.
Nope. North Carolina. We had said
we said it earlier. Yeah. North Carolina.
Oh.
And there's one that's tied with
Another
North
SEC
Carolina and
school.
Alabama from the SEC. Who would it be?
Say Kentucky?
Florida.
Nope.
No, Kentucky and
This would be
Florida are
the
tied with
third
someone else. Is it Auburn?
SEC team?
Yeah.
You just went
No.
through this. It's Tennessee, Alabama, and
New member.
Texas.
Shaka ball.
And then number 10. Anyone?
Can we have
League.
Can we have a conference?
Big 12.
Big 12. Big 12.
Oklahoma State.
Wisconsin.
They're
Big
not
12.
Oh, sorry.
Dodo.
Weird.
Sorry.
And here's
Oh, was that-
another.
hold on,
Here's
hold
another
on.
thing that's kind of
Texas Tech.
This school has had
Yes.
3 different coaches in this decade, so they've gone through a lot of churn, but they still
Not
win.
Texas Tech.
It is Texas Tech.
Oh.
So Russ had it, but I wanted to get that little tidbit in that they've cycled through so many coaches.
I like these little quizzes.
It's fun.
These have been fun.
It's good stuff.
Some brain busters out there. I can't wait to see what tomorrow brings. Hey, we got to take a quick time out. We'll come right back to wrap things up. DR Vol, hang right there. You'll have the floor if you want to jump in. Speak now, forever hold your peace. The shocking conclusion of the drive coming up, 865-966-3435, your phone number to get on board. More Fan Run Radio after this.
The Drive.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
Hey, it's Russell Smith here for ECR Total Landscapes. I had the ECR crew out to my house last year to remove multiple trees on my property, and I couldn't be more satisfied with the work they did. Not only did they cut down several trees that were too close to my house, they also grinded the stumps and cleaned up the work site, leaving my yard looking better than before. Take it from me. If you've got a dangerous, overgrown, or storm-damaged tree that's threatening your home, your car, or your family, don't risk it. Do what I did. Call ECR Total Landscapes for a free estimate. Tell them Fan Run Radio sent you. 865-384-2012. That's 865-384-2012. Your local tree cutting experts. These guys get the job done. Check out their website, ecrtotallandscapes.com.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area. From Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive, even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them Fan Run sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
Bankruptcy, divorce, personal injury. These are just some of the curveballs life can throw at you. Fortunately, East Tennessee has someone to help you work through these problems and recover. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. If you're in need of legal advice, call today to set up a free, no-obligation consultation. 865-801-9250. As always, the phone call is free, the advice is free, so what do you have to lose? Call 865-801-9250 or go online to jrglawtn.com. That's jrglawtn.com. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. Legal expertise you can rely on.
In a world filled with deadlines and screens, sometimes we forget the simple joys of life. Days filled with special moments. At Inward Half, we understand the essence of these moments. Feel the difference between our breathable fabrics and flexible apparel as you disconnect from the hustle and bustle and reconnect with what truly matters. Inward Half. Simple luxury for on and off the course.
Fan Run Radio, the drive continues. Bear, what do you keep the thermostat on the Bears Den when it's nice and cold like this?
Like 68 normally?
68. Let's tell about, I sleep at 68. I bump it up to 70 when I get up to have like coffee warm up a little bit.
I keep ours at 69, and I can tell if
Nice.
it's been tinkered with.
You have an internal thermometer, like you just know if
It
somebody's
was warm. I felt it the other day, and my lovely wife had popped it up to 71.
Now, do you tell her? Are you like, who?
No.
You just go over there and reset it.
It's coming back down.
It's old dad vibe thing.
What a
touch her
now?
Don't ever touch a dad's thermostat.
Well, the wife, like,
she thinks she might have privileges.
what about the kids? If one of your kids, do they ever mess with it?
They don't mess with it. They've
They
always
know
been-
better.
Yeah, they just have never even thought of it, to my knowledge. So,
Walker?
When it's cold like this, I'll just keep the heat on at like 65 because it'll just heat up the house, and it always feels hotter than that anyway.
You keep it at 65.
Yeah, with the heat on.
Polar bear over there.
Well, I mean, it's just
65 is kind of balmy if it's like 10 degrees outside.
well 65 because if we turn it up to like 68 or 70, the heat's going to just like keep going and going and going, and certain rooms are going to become saunas.
They also, the utility companies would prefer if you didn't crank it up.
Yeah.
Put strain on the grid, Russ. You
yeah,
familiar with the grid?
that rolling blackout thing you did
Are
was
you
helpful.
familiar with the grid?
Not really. I just know they ask you not to set it too high because it strains the grid. Say it on the news.
It also costs more, just for you personally.
Bear's just building a huge fire outside, just a bonfire to keep him warm.
I like the concept of just having a blanket too. It's nice.
Blankets are good. I like it cold. Like I'd rather
I just wear
sleep
a
cold than hot.
sweatshirt.
Oh, yeah. I'm a
Yeah.
sweatshirt guy.
Just remember who it was that was around and whining to RB out there about it being cold in here.
Who?
I can't remember who it was. Just his response was hysterical. He just went full dad on him.
When you pay the electrical bill, you can.
No, he's like, put on a sweatshirt. There's a whole rack of them over there.
Bob, are you a robe guy in the morning?
No.
No?
Nope.
I haven't had a robe since I was like
No,
10
I've got
years old.
I've got a nice warm robe.
I've had a robe
Get
before,
up,
but
put on the robe, sit there, have a little coffee, warm up in your robe.
not recently. I have not.
I mean, it makes you feel like you're some sort of Roman emperor or something. You're like, yes, bring me the coffee.
Yeah, Tony
In the news.
Soprano.
Yeah.
Just walking around in your robe, your T-shirt, and your pajama pants.
Yeah, man. Slippers.
Go down and get the newspaper.
I don't know. I like making my own coffee in the morning. It's the same vein of of making your bed in the morning. Like you get something done
we
and
got
you
the
drink
Keurig. Like that's changed it for me, man, because that's like so easy. If I got to scoop stuff, measure water.
Is that really coffee? Keurig?
It's coffee. It's just like not as good. I just don't think Keurigs make very good coffee to me. It's always burnt. At least the Keurigs I've used.
I'm not a coffee snob. I'm just as long as it's hot.
Tastes like coffee.
And makes me poop. I'm good.
Nice.
No,
TMI, Bob?
Yeah, I'm not a coffee drinker.
Have you seen this pile of crap?
Let's get DR Vol in here. DR, you're on the drive. It's Fan Run Radio.
I'm with you, Russ. You know, I can't do the scooping thing. I've got a Keurig. In fact, like if we go to these Airbnbs and like we'll stay in town for the games, and that's my question. You got a coffee maker? Yeah, we do, but it's the ones you got to scoop. I'm like, nah, I'll just pay $5 in the morning. I'd rather do that in the drive-thru.
Well, you know
I
what?
get it, Russ.
I actually saw something I'd never seen before from my grandma when I saw her for Christmas. She has a Keurig, but she doesn't buy pods. She has like a little pod strainer that she'll put her own coffee in and put in the Keurig and just make it that way. So she doesn't have to buy pods over and over again.
My mom's got one of those, Walker. I couldn't figure out how to use it. In fact, she's got the
A little
Keurig
metal
she's
ball.
Well,
Yeah.
it just looks like a
No.
tiny little coffee filter that just is the size of a K-cup, but instead of it being pre-filled with coffee, it's just a strainer. You put the coffee in it, and it just makes it in the Keurig.
Fascinating.
Interesting. Go ahead, DR.
Guys, no, you're good. We got hit pretty hard in West Tennessee. In fact, I've never seen this. It was so much ice that there were boat docks sinking from the weight of it.
Jesus.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's been terrible.
Boat docks sinking from the weight of the ice?
Yes.
Like
yes,
on
I'll
the
send you some pictures. Yeah, there's a Birdsong Marina. It's about 15 minutes from my parents' house, and it's just gone. It's sunk.
Oh,
that's horrible.
Ice
And did
is
y'all see the-
really heavy.
Did y'all see the pictures of the Grove?
No.
From the ice? Oh, yeah, it's gone. I mean, it's not gone, but it's looked like a tornado hit it from the ice.
Some bad damage in certain parts of the country right now.
Well, and have you ever heard of ice quakes?
I've not heard of an ice quake.
Me neither. My dad called and said, y'all hearing explosions? I said, no, why? And he said something about the water underneath the ground will freeze and explode. And they've been having it out around, they live on a lake, so it's more prone there. I never heard of it until this time.
You know, we've been talking about these thermostat settings, and on the live chat, Big Dog from West Tennessee puts 65 would be nice right now. It's 55 in my house right now over in West Tennessee. So again, man,
Put an extra pair of socks, some long pants, and you're going to have to wear a sweatshirt, bro.
Bear.
Wow, that was
very sensitive.
One thing,
Bear's
one thing about Bear, he's very empathetic.
Yeah.
Russ, so y'all are the first adults I've talked to all day. My wife had to work. I'm stuck at home with 4 kids. Finished my Mad Men rewatch. Betty Draper, she was a pedophile, wasn't she?
I can't. There was a weird flirtation with the neighbor kid, right?
Yeah, he was like 11 and held his hand when came over, and the mom freaked out. And spoiler alert, he volunteers for Vietnam and turns 18, and she don't want him anymore.
Yeah, there's always weird psychodramas playing out on that show where you're like, are they flirting right now? I don't know.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if that storyline was necessary or not.
Now, DR, be honest. If Betty Draper were showing you attention when you were about 12 years old, you would have responded.
Oh. Yeah, I'd be trick-or-treating at that house every week. But it's weird on her part.
you're talking about Mad Men, Sally Draper, the little daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is getting ready to get really creepy.
She's got to be 25 or 30 now.
Yeah, she's grown up, and she's in the cast of this show I've been telling you about on HBO called Industry.
Yep.
And let's just say Sally has grown up.
Yes. Cross social media last night.
I don't know how I
Somebody's
feel
talking
about
that.
this. This is weird.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Guys, I think I'm going to hop off.
Don't blame
Good
me,
talking to
DR.
you.
Don't blame you.
Before you end up on some watch list somewhere, it's probably a
Well,
good
I
idea.
do-
Take a seat
I do
right
wanna
over here,
say-
please.
I do want to say, I think I was ahead of the curve. Everybody's finding out how short what's-his-face is, the quarterback at Vandy, and I think I was ahead on the curve on hating little people like that. Have a good day, guys.
It's good.
Complete total clown.
Nailed the dismount there. Let's get Joshy Boy in here. JB, what's up?
What's up, guys? How are you doing?
Doing well, thank you.
Good. So, Russ, what do you think if we're able to land Brian Dable as the next OC?
I think it'd be a fantastic hire. He seems to have done well in an OC role. I think Dable's just one of those guys who's like that's the limit of his competence. Like, he's a good OC. I don't think he's ever going to be a very good head coach. I might be wrong, but
Yeah. He got the bad end of the deal at New York because he never had a really good quarterback. Yeah.
He got Daniel Jones to ascend for one season, got him to the playoffs, and
Yeah, he did, Bob. Yeah.
but that's about it. After that, you're right.
I feel like Jones looked so much better with the Colts than he ever looked with the Giants
He looked like a
before the
functional
injury.
NFL quarterback.
Same like Sam Darnold did going from the Jets and now to Super Bowl to Seahawks.
Just all the teams that let Darnold through. I mean, even the 49ers. Like, would they be better off with Darnold than Purdy? They had him. The Panthers had him. The Vikings had him. The Jets had him.
Panthers had him for a minute.
Panthers had them and Baker.
Russ, Bob, what is that line tomorrow in the game against Georgia?
I looked earlier. There was not one out on FanDuel yet. Usually that's a 24-hour deal, isn't it, Joshy boy?
Yeah, usually.
So you probably get one later tonight. I'm going to guess.
Yeah. Tennessee might be a short favorite.
Yeah, I would say like 3.5 maybe.
I think it's.
Yeah.
I'd say Tennessee minus 1.5. I think it's going to be close to a pick.
I feel really good about this game tomorrow night. I know it's
Bob's
some
right.
people, the gamblers.
Georgia is a 1.5 point favorite on FanDuel.
Yeah, I know some of the gamblers are saying it's a tough spot for Tennessee coming off playing Alabama Saturday, then going back on the road against Georgia. But I think this is going to be a really good game for them, and I think they beat Georgia. Y'all have a great night.
You know what Jamie would say that was for me, thinking that Tennessee's going to be favored by 3.5 when they're actually a 1.5 point underdog.
What's up?
I was looking at that through orange-flavored glasses.
It's true. Very true.
All right, folks, that's going to do it for the drive here this afternoon. Thank you so much for making us a part of your day. If you missed anything, go back and check out the podcast. It's brought to you by our friends at Broadway Carpets. Thank you, Walker. Thank you, Bear. Thank you, Bob. We'll do it again tomorrow right here on Fan Run Radio.
The Drive.
What kind of day is it? It's a Claw day. Light, uniquely cold wave filter. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. Come on, grab a pack. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavor. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Yeehaw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine. Live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-88-99789. Must be 21 or older and located in